Good morning. Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Monday. A new start of the week, a new month. And we are here today. What's up, Glass Half Full, John Locke, Jay, Steve, K, F, FaZe, my dad's account, Tony, Faye, Kaltenberg, Old Hack, Pew, Woot, Raga, Glass Half Full, Sorrel, what's up, dude? Yellowfin, Yee, mad about Airsoft. I've been mad about Airsoft in my time. You know, Big Slum, Rooftop, Dragos, Zero Cool, Bam Bam, Scotty, doesn't know. Near, Pawn, Chom, Jonathan, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Fino, Hanson, Checkerboard, Pew, Alex, Elated, Barnyard, STT, Artistic Vanessa, The Central Scrutinizer, Mickey, Jono, Andrea, Mario, and everybody else here. Oh, I'm awake compared to Friday, bro. Friday, I was out, dude. Friday, I wasn't out. I was just tired, bro. I was just tired. I'm here today. Everybody. Oh, yeah, we got Britt here today, too. A shocking occurrence. Britt is here, you know.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? So how you guys doing today? You guys have a good weekend?
Oh, okay.
No? Not a good weekend? I went and played pickleball yesterday. But anyways, let's take a look at markets right now. All right, so let's take a look at markets. A couple things going on. The NASDAQ is at all-time highs again. So if we look at the NASDAQ here, the NASDAQ is basically at all-time highs. Here's ServiceNow. Look at ServiceNow at 137. NASDAQ at 30.46 here. So we're right around all-time highs. All-time highs on the NQ futures contract are at 395.25s here. If you look deeper, we're pretty close to all-time highs again. We've been breaking all-time highs, but deals have the deal that we heard about last week is still yet to surface. They're still working it out. You know, it's not necessarily dead in the water, and so it seems like they're going to get a deal done. And markets are really pricing in a potential deal getting done here. So markets are really kind of pricing in maybe we're going to get a deal, but it's definitely not set in stone yet. Oil is back up to $90+ a barrel here. You can see oil is actually gapping up kind of with the NASDAQ, interesting enough. So oil and the NASDAQ are gapping up this morning, which is interesting. We do have a lot of economic data this week, but we did have in Iran talks. Friday's Situation Room meeting ended without resolution. The president met and said they were going to think about the deal and maybe, you know, figure it out. And then he left saying that they could not work it out. They cannot get a deal done. Hegseth at Singapore on Saturday said the U.S. is more capable of resuming strikes. One of the Khamenei advisors accused the president of betraying diplomacy for the third time. Israel expanded operations into southern Lebanon, and that's been kind of like one of the big hiccups now. But the president hasn't really spoken on it since Friday. Bitcoin is down to 72,000. So Bitcoin is down here, selling off from the 74,000 peak it hit overnight. Equities bid, Asia strong tape, but crypto is sitting everything out when everything else is running. MU stock, you can see MU is gapping up over $1,000 right now. So MU is over 1,000. And like I said, we got a lot of news this week. We have Jolt's job report tomorrow. We have ISM manufacturing PMI today. We have ADP jobs report, ISM services, and more on Wednesday. Thursday, we get jobless claims. And then Friday, we get the big NFP payroll report. So we got a lot of stuff going on this week. But look at MU here, guys. MU falling down a little bit. We can see the S&P 500 is sitting right around 7,600 futures contract. All-time highs on this are at 76.20s. 76.20. So this is the all-time high in S&P futures. We hit this earlier this morning, and we're still pretty close to that. And so the bulls are still in control here. It looks like the bulls are still in control, it seems. Let me catch back on the chat. I went for a walk today. Will equities and follow Bitcoin as it has in the past? I mean, you might think that. What's up, G-Man? What's up, Stimco? Yeah, they don't want to discuss nuclear. That's a big thing. Space is at 750. Yeah, we got the SpaceX IPO this week, right? We ain't getting no deal. Loud booms on the East Coast? No, I didn't hear anything about that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, peace is unlikely. War action this morning. So do we have peace or no peace? We're kind of in the middle somewhere. Friday, you were cooked, bro. Go ahead, Britt.
I was why is, or in your opinion, why is Bitcoin down so much? I didn't.
Bitcoin just has
fall.
it hasn't really been following markets. Like markets have been breaking all-time highs. Bitcoin's actually down. I mean, it went as high as like 76s, 77s, I think, but it just hasn't been following the S&P and NASDAQ like we've seen it in the past here. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down at 72s this morning. So Bitcoin, if you look at like let's look at like a 30-minute chart on Bitcoin, right? Here's Bitcoin over the last few weeks. It's definitely not holding like everything else is. So everything else has been up on optimism about a potential deal, but Bitcoin has just not been holding in there. It's just not been holding in there. It's really been doing the opposite. And if we take a look at yields, right, one of the interesting things here is that here's a 5-day chart in yields, right? So this is 10-year Treasury yields. Yields are mostly down. They're up a little bit today, but yields are mostly down over the last like 2 weeks here. Bitcoin is not. So yields and Bitcoin you would assume follow each other, but Bitcoin is not. Bitcoin is still lagging behind everything right now.
Did gold track the way it should? Also, everybody's saying I'm a little quiet. Well, a few people are saying I'm quiet.
Yeah, let me figure you out. Hold on. Yeah, I'm turning you up right now, Britt. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, gold has been... I think gold rebounded on Friday, if I remember correctly. Gold right now is sitting down on the day, back down to 4,500. So gold went as high. Yeah, Friday, gold went all the way up to 46.20s here. But gold and yields have been moving back and forth. But gold is net down, really, if we look at it, since mid-May. So last 2 weeks, gold is down. Silver, if we take a look at that one. And this is gold futures, GC futures. Silver.
Yeah, I'm always interested in silver.
Yeah, silver, pretty flat on the day, honestly. Silver's really just not moving. It's at $76 an ounce. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, it's a little bit, silver's a little bit quiet. Gold pulling back some. But one of the big stories is stocks. Like MU, over $1,000 a share. So memory still running. AMD pulling back a little bit today despite things. SanDisk, another memory play, up big on the day at 77. So the big story right now in markets and stocks is memory. We've also seen some of the software stocks start to rebound. So look at Microsoft. So Microsoft's still pumping up, back up to 468. I am really, really glad I bought Microsoft in the 300s. So, you know, if you guys remember, Microsoft pulled back heavily in the 300s. We bought it back then. Really, really glad we did. It looks like it was time to buy Microsoft back there. Oracle is ripping up as well here. We bought Oracle at 160s. It's at 230s right now. So percentage wise on Oracle, that one's doing really nice also here. So what's up, Max? What's up, MG? Big story is NVIDIA and Microsoft partnership. Yeah, I read about that. Let me look a little bit deeper into that, but I did read about the NVIDIA Microsoft deal.
The new processors for Windows laptops.
Yes. Where they're going to competing with NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I did read about that. Or not NVIDIA. Yeah. What's up, Ashan? I was DCAing my butt off into Microsoft, paying off nicely. Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like a good buy. It's Microsoft. It's Microsoft. So, I mean, Microsoft being down at where it was just seemed like a reasonable area to buy it. A lot of people told me not to, but software as a whole, like, it has rebounded back up. You can see ServiceNow. ServiceNow at 137s. Yeah, so you can see ServiceNow, which is a software company, all the way up to 37. How's like CrowdStrike, CRWD? Yeah, so CrowdStrike is back up. So software has been on a big rebound lately, and that's what's driving a lot of this market. If we look at it, here's the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, I don't know if I want to buy the dip in the NASDAQ or what I want to do, but yeah, so Jensen Huang announced at GTC Taipei that, which is late yesterday, that Microsoft and NVIDIA are going to reinvent the PC. This is the first completely re-engineered, reinvented line of PCs that's happened in really about in decades. He also said the reinvention of the computer is as big of a deal as the reinvention of the phone into what we know as the smartphone.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. He at the same keynote, he also confirmed that Vera Rubin AI chips entered full production, that Dell delivered AI servers built into NVIDIA's Vera Rubin. And we can see Dell here. Dell is still wild, still crazy from their earnings report. Will this hold on Dell, guys? Do y'all think Dell will hold? It's a little bit iffy. Yeah, it's a little bit iffy. Crazy move still, man. It's still at 425. It's still holding relatively well. So
where's Nvidia in the wake of this shaper deal or whatever?
Nvidia is, let me see. I thought it was, yeah, Nvidia is up on the day. You know, it says it's down, but it didn't close. Or I guess Nvidia actually is technically, yeah, gapping up on the day. It dropped a lot into Friday's close though. So, but it's at 216s. It's not as high. Like all-time highs on Nvidia are 240s, and we're kind of in a big pullback. We're right around that 200 exponential on Nvidia here. So maybe we'll get a reasonable pullback in that regard from this. Yeah, did I look at CoreWeave instead of CrowdStrike? I meant to look at CRWD. Yeah, here's CrowdStrike. This is what I was trying to look at, was CrowdStrike. Kind of cybersecurity.
What a gaffe, John. I
know, man. I messed it up. Anthropic is the future of cybersecurity. Yeah, I believe so. My daily loss limit is up 180, or my DLLL. I thought you were talking about daily loss limit. I'm too used to these abbreviations. Yeah, DLLL here. Craziness. It's a Dell ETF, 2x long. Hey, good luck, my friend, in that one. Hey, what's up, Disciplined? Brain chip in the head.
Honestly, I would at this point I'd be okay with that. At least then I could actually like turn myself off and sleep the amount that I need to, and then wake up when I want to.
No, for sure. My uncle worked for IBM. Yeah, IBM doing deals and making moves here as well. IBM up to 340s. This one at 340s. So yeah, that is basically the market right now. Interesting market. Oil, again, $90+ a share. Iran news optimism is kind of here. We'll see if it holds, but
worked for IBM his entire career. Man, I bet he retired well.
Yeah, is Brit louder now, guys? Let me know. Is Brit louder?
I mean, I hope so. I've been screaming this whole time. It's kind of hurting my throat.
I know. I felt like I was going to put some rock tunes on in the background. Speaking of rock tunes, bro, we went to a last-minute concert Saturday night. My dad was in town. My dad is 73 years old. The only concert that was playing was Godsmack and Stone Temple Pilots. And so, you know.
I like both of those.
They were good, bro. They were good. But, like, my dad
like it.
He thought it was interesting. He liked some of it. He definitely did not like all of it. But I can't even expect him. He's 73 here.
No, yeah, like your dad definitely strikes me as more of like the Procol Harum or like Eagles type of a guy.
That's right. He's like an Eagles kind of guy. You know, he likes Hotel California. You know, that's what he's into. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny nonetheless to bring him to that concert. And it was fun. My ears hurt though, bro. My ears hurt.
I bet. Was the grassy knoll open this time or not? Not.
Yeah, it was. It was actually wider than before.
That's cool.
My dad loves the Eagles, bro. Every dad loves the Eagles. I love the Eagles. Right, I love the Eagles, but
great catalog.
Yeah. And I'm looking at a trade here right now, guys. Look, we got the 200 exponential right here. We have a downward trend in the Nasdaq that I'm kind of paying attention to, but we really have this kind of sideways range here. So really, we have this sideways range. If we break under this range, maybe I'll play a test to the previous closing price. If we can get like a break and then a retest here, 450, I could short into that. Maybe a little bit higher. I might actually prefer this level up here first, but I'm going to give it some time. Dad will not talk with you for some time now. Honestly, we gave him the option to go. My stepmom is all into concerts, so we gave him the option to go, and he was like, yeah, I'll go. It was funny. Was she
headbanging to Godsmack?
She kind of was. Not really headbanging, but she was dancing to it. You know, it was good.
That's cool.
Yeah. 61 years young and retired. What's up, Peggy? With all due respect, Peggy, you kind of have that name. You know, you kind of have that name. I feel like they don't use the name Peggy anymore. You know. Cheers to Peggy.
Good name though.
I appreciate you watching the stream, Peggy. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks.
What's up, Chef? Yeah, I see Code saying it's going to be a bearish day. I don't know. It's pretty bullish right now, actually. Despite, I mean, we're starting to dip down here. So, you know, we got some back and forth talk regarding U.S. and Iran back here. And the NASDAQ has kind of fell down since then. So we're kind of falling down since then. And again, we'll see what happens. But the S&P 500, you know, is kind of trending a little bit more away from the NASDAQ here. If you look at the S&P, here's the S&P 500. We're at 76.18s right now. So the S&P 500 is kind of trending back a little bit. Yeah. Margaret. Oracle short due to profits. I don't know. I like Oracle. I'm in Oracle, I think. Yeah, I'm in Oracle. Y'all better not short Oracle against me here. Don't do it. Is it time to take profits at Oracle, though? It might be. 166 average. We're at 230s. I mean, we could obviously go higher here. S&P 500 might push up and break these highs.
Where'd you buy into Oracle?
166.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, percentage-wise at Oracle, we are up. How much are we up at this thing? 41%. Which some say is a good percentage here. But we're also down 15% in Home Depot. We're down 20% in Nike. We're down 20% in SoFi. Granted, they're smaller positions. And we're still net profit in all of this, but...
What about your controlling stock of Bird? I mean,
Bird? Yeah, I was the one that told him to pivot to AI. That was me. Yeah, it's giving back all the gains it made from AI. Like, here's Bird stock. Bird is giving back all the gains it made from AI. Here's a daily chart. Oh, man, this is just a little blip. Here's where they're like, hey, guys, you know what? Screw the environment. Let's get rich and get into AI. And then now they're basically back down to where they were for Bird. Tradeovate. Yeah, Tradeovate and NinjaTrader have had issues for the last few days, Faye. So Tradeovate and NinjaTrader have had some issues over the last few days. Did you guys have a red or green June?
June?
Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, we've had one day in June. No, May. I'm sorry, May. I meant to say May. Yeah. Red or green May, guys. Red or green May.
Green, technically, I guess. I mean, I only have like 5 trading days, but hey, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently I still have one of these Lucid evals that I just didn't do anything with. I think I still got about $1,000 to lose too, but ugh. I turned into a degenerate with evals, bro. That's why I like direct to funded accounts, because I can handle them a little bit better.
Yeah, it's the evals that make you a degenerate.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Gamer Freak, I guess AMD and Intel are down from Nvidia. Green, but I don't day trade, just a Roth IRA. Green in May, 4.8% on portfolio, didn't trade. Green by short. Are the early guys that watch my stream, do y'all day trade at all, or are y'all just buying and selling or investing? Let me know. Day trade, investing, let me know what you do in chat right now. I'm curious. I want to know.
Me too.
Green by short on Bitcoin. Full port. Yeah, checkerboard. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it with that one. I'm down $1,000 already. If there was an account I was going to full port, it would be that one. We'll see though. We'll see. NASDAQ. It's hard not to be bullish when we're so close to all-time highs, though. Invest, both, invest. Just buying, day trade options, both, invest. Options, baby, both. Invest. Only invest. Slots are a sucker's bet, McLevins. I'm just going to be real with you. Slots, worst odds in the casino, bro. Worst odds in the casino are slots, dude. People are like, I want to go, like, what slots do, dude? Listen to me. What slots do is they put a bunch of fancy graphics on the screen to make you sit there, right? They're like, ooh, look at all these graphics. They manipulate your reward system, and they put a bunch of fancy graphics on screen every time you press the button. And so you become addicted to pressing the button, and they just slowly milk your money from you over time. That's what they do, right? I'm not saying the odds are... Go ahead, Britt. No, go ahead, dude. Cut me off, bro. Cut me off, dude.
They used to be semi-random, you know, back when they were just mechanical, but they're programmed now.
Bro, they're absolutely programmed, right? And they used to be progressive, and they're still kind of progressive, but it's harder to tell the progression now because they're programs versus like the progression before programs was a lot easier to gauge. Now it's like you don't know where that machine's at, and they kind of program them to. That's why there's so many slot machines. I see Faye say, I think it was Faye that said, "What's up, Code?" I see Faye say, what did she say? She said exactly that's why there's so many slot machines and tables. Yeah, that's why you walk into a casino, slot machines everywhere, right? Because those are that's the sucker's bet. That's the sucker's bet.
I always heard that blackjack had the best odds for the player, but then my brother told me that actually poker has better odds. I didn't
poker
know that,
does for sure.
He is a poker dealer, so I mean, I guess he would know.
Well, it depends, right? Like, yeah, technically, if you play blackjack correctly, right, and which would be card counting, you have like I think it's like a couple percent edge versus the house, right? But the thing about modern blackjack is they'll never let you do it. They'll never let you do it, bro. As soon as they see you adjusting bet size based on the count, they will boot you out of there so fast. Yeah. They will boot you out of there so fast that it's basically almost impossible to do it now. You can still do it, but
you just can't get greedy. Really.
Well, it's not even that. If they see you adjusting your bet sizes, trying to count, they'll kick you out. Now you can go to another casino and keep playing and keep like letting the odds stack that way, but it's a lot more difficult now. It's a lot more difficult now.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Which I mean, it's kind of bold because card counting is not illegal; it's just frowned on.
Yeah. Come from the news and stock analysis, day trader of options. What's up, Glass Half Full? I appreciate everybody joining me today. Y'all hit the like button here, guys. Hit the like button.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Hit it.
Do it now. NASDAQ very sideways, though, here. Look at the NASDAQ. It's not really,
So what I asked about Meta earlier, I don't remember who it was, but I'm curious as to how that's doing as well. When you have a minute.
Yeah. Meta here. Let's take a look. There's the NASDAQ. Meta's gapping up on the day with everything else, but if you look at a yearly chart, Meta's still been one of the struggling stocks. It rebounded some. Went down to 520s, but it's back up to 630s right now. We'll see what happens with it. I like Meta, but I'm a little bit nervous about it. Hey, I used your code. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I really go to the casino is play poker. And even still, I'd play at home more, Yeah, MU is over 1,000 right now. Bounced exactly at 1,000. Look, this is why psychological levels matter. It's like, look at the $1,000 level here. Very easy to spot that. MU stock. MU over 1,000. Kmart.
Was that another Rain Man reference?
I don't know.
The Kmart thing? Yeah, someone said Rain Man up there. I was just thinking, definitely Kmart,
Yeah. Yeah, no, now I see somebody say when they add decks, your odds drop. Yeah, now they've got like 6 decks. It's much worse odds. Much worse odds. PMI data does release today, Faye, at 10 o'clock. So we do have PMI data today, 10 o'clock. I don't know how much it's going to move markets. It depends on what the number shows up as. And it depends on what we have going on here. It depends on what markets are doing anyway. If markets are already moving big, it'll probably affect markets less. But, it's expected at 53.2. We've had some wild manufacturing and services PMI prints lately. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow we have Jolt's job openings report. Wednesday, this is a week filled with jobs data. So this week is filled with jobs data. We have Jolt's tomorrow, ISM manufacturing today, ADP monthly jobs report on Wednesday. Thursday we have jobless claims. Friday we have non-farm payrolls and unemployment data. And then next week we have CPI and PPI, which are finally back to a normal schedule with CPI one day, PPI the next. So finally we get some influence here in these markets, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. Pew. Wish I kept my longs on MU, was buying at 910s. All you need is a little app on your phone. Target under 88 was a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm in Target right now too. Target, I bought this. What's my average on Target? I think I sold a lot of this last week, but my average in Target is 86.40s. Which you love to see. You love to see. And when's the we have SpaceX IPO coming out this week, right? So it's coming June 12th, not this week. Sorry, it's next week. No,
Yeah,
actually,
what's
it's 2 weeks from now. It's raising 75 billion. Musk is keeping 85% voting control. And the PDT rule goes away this week. So I think it's June 4th for the PDT rule, which would make it Thursday, no more PDT rule. I think a lot of brokers are kind of updating it early, but yeah, so June 4th is the effective official elimination of PDT. So they all, yeah. But the deadline for all brokers to be fully implemented 18-month phase-in window is October 20th of next year. So still some time for that. Yeah, SpaceX is not this week. Sorry, that was a mess up on my end.
What is that expected IPO again for SpaceX?
What do you SPCX?
I guess, yeah. No,
What do you mean?
What's the expected value of the IPO?
It's expected to value at, I think it's like 1.75 trillion. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. It was higher, and I think they revised it down a little bit, but I think Musk also came out saying that that's not true. So it's in the trillions, 1.2 trillion.
Yeah, it's kind of sizable, I guess.
Yeah, it's chump change, bro. You know?
Yeah. And someone in here just says Enron. How is Enron doing? I mean, like last I heard, they were doing great, but you know.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt from them. You know.
How'd you get that T-shirt, John? What'd you do?
PDT rule goes right away before the most scammy IPO in history is launched. Popcorn worthy retail is about to get wrecked. I don't know, man. I think it'll be interesting. I think it's hard to tell. I think it still loses money. You know, number one, right? So it still definitely loses money, but bull or bear on SpaceX, guys. Bull or bear, let me know in chat right now. We did a poll this morning, and we're pretty split down the middle. Do CL futures, which is oil, close red or green on the day? 51% think red, 49% think green. So 51% red, 49% green, apparently, on this poll. We'll see what happens, but I will trade this morning, guys. So we will trade this morning. And we'll see what happens.
But you know, I feel kind of like I'm betraying green because green is my favorite color. But I went red.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, red. You know, we'll see.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna end like super low today, but I think hopefully it'll end red.
Yeah. Have we ever seen a large IPO not tank? I mean, I am skeptical for sure. I am skeptical. We see this a lot. I've gotten into a lot of IPOs, and they have just absolutely gotten hammered here. Absolutely gotten hammered. So we'll see, you guys. We'll see. But I don't really buy IPOs. I really don't. It's just not. It's not really in my rule set. I think there's too much variance with what happens in IPOs. So I try to just kind of avoid them altogether. So
You're skeptical, you said?
yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm definitely skeptical. I mean, I'm not skeptical. I think it could kill it. It could go great. It could also be a dumpster fire. And I know that's not the cool thing. I know the cool thing for me to do is just to be like, oh, yeah, this is going to be the greatest IPO in history. The problem is that I've been through enough IPOs to see, even if the company's good, failure in IPOs. And then sometimes the ones you don't expect to do well do really, really well. So I have no freaking idea what we're going to get. And I'm probably not buying it either.
Are you skeptical because it's so high? Like maybe it's just like over pumped or overhyped or whatever, and it probably won't meet expectations, or what?
I mean, SpaceX still loses money, right? It's the space industry is incredibly expensive, but people are betting on the future growth of it, and so I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I think it could go really well, or like I said, it could be a dumpster fire. I'm not really gonna. I don't know. I've been through enough IPOs where even if they're good companies, they still just absolutely get destroyed. So I really don't know there. I really don't know.
I think people just need to bear in mind that space is the final frontier. You know.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
yeah.
that was kind of jokey, but I am semi-serious in that, like, it's a new sector. You know, what I mean, like if things go well, it could be just incredibly huge, world-changing. I think, you know.
Right. Yeah. It's most of the insiders are buying it pre-IPO anyway.
And I'm not just talking about SpaceX in general. I just mean like a foray into space.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. don't know what I want to do. I kind of want to short the NASDAQ here. But I'm not going to, but I kind of want to. We're right at the 200 EMA, volume weighted average price above us, 30.5. We've gone up a lot. We're still watching for breaking finance news, but we see that the Lebanese president says negotiations may be delayed or hampered in terms of reaching the end goal, but there is progress.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah. I mean,
at least the tenor of it is.
Yeah, and we had the Iranian foreign minister say that for immediate attention, the ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. is unequivocally a ceasefire on all fronts, including in Lebanon. It's a violation of one front is a violation of the ceasefire on all fronts. The U.S. and Israel are responsible for the consequences of any violation. So we do have that in the backdrop here. I do have this. What do I have? I have a Lucid. Yeah, I have a Lucid eval. Let me see what we can do with this thing. Where's my eval, bro? Trader dashboard. Maybe I lost too much. I don't freaking know on this thing. I'll have to go back and look.
What have you done, John?
I know. I'm doing my Lucid eval. I think SpaceX is going to be the biggest liquidity grab in history, and that's what's going to give us the correction we need. Don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Maybe, brother. I believe merger talk is all.
On the moon with Hank Perry.
Yeah. Hey, y'all hit the like button. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. We appreciate it. It's a little bit slower today. We don't really have any 8:30 economic data here. So, I mean, we're watching for stuff, but it's definitely a little bit slower today. Jerome Powell gave an acceptance award yesterday. He did not talk on monetary policy. I almost streamed it, but again, he didn't really speak on monetary policy. So, yeah, I think it was probably for the best. Whoa, what is going on my screen here, guys? See, this is what's weird.
I don't know, man.
Wow. What have I done?
Where's Brit? Brit is right here.
Yeah.
At least
Loading up on Virgin Galactic. John, can you analyze? Bro. IBM is on fire today. Yeah, IBM is moving. I might short this on my funded account. Maybe. Are y'all still having issues with NinjaTrader or Tradevate?
What kind of issues were you having with Tradevate?
Well, I got alerts of it. I didn't trade yesterday. So I didn't actually trade. But I heard some people were having some issues here.
Seems to be functioning pretty well on my end. So far.
Yeah. Mine seems to be working okay too. Like, we put a little tester trade here. I just want to see if we move down to test lows, but I better not get stuck on any news. I'll be a little bad if we do.
You will. Just because you started trading, something's going to happen.
Positive thinking, Britt. Yeah, I got
positive.
Why not talk about success rates and what? In BIS. Long or short today, guys? Long or short? What do you guys think? There we go. I mean, look, it immediately goes in my favor here. I don't know if this is...
Probably long. I mean, that is my nature, but just based on the trend.
I'm not shorting IBM, bro. I don't short big, healthy assets like that. Like, most of the time. The only thing I want to short is assets where I think they're overhyped. And IBM, I'm somewhere in the middle. I think IBM's good.
You're saying you like big assets?
Yeah, that's right. I cannot lie, Britt. You know. All right, we'll hold this break even or close to it and just see if the breakdown continues. Yeah. You back? All right, so we're in this here, guys. We're going to see if we can break down some, but it's very small. We'll add to it if it goes in my green a little bit, in my favor a little bit more. I like bubble assets. Yeah, we're still falling down here. This is okay. I'm gonna short. I'm gonna cover a little piece here, lock it in. Maybe add a little bit more if we break down some more. I don't know if we're gonna crack lows. I'm just looking to really attack the range here. So yeah, we have a bunch of
good.
we have a bunch of big earnings this week too. So we do have some big earnings. Yeah, we're getting a little bit closer to support. We have this level here. But it's also looking like what?
So that's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah, we have that level there. I want to see if we keep dropping. Do you guys prefer the S&P or the Nasdaq here? The S&P 500 futures contract just broke all-time highs. It's kind of falling back down. I think I'm going to cover the rest of this here. The S&P futures contract recently broke all-time highs. It got up to 76.23s here if you look at it. So it's all the way up at 76.23s. We'll see if it holds. Do we get a deal this week, guys? I'm assuming most people are going to say no.
No.
Do we get a deal this week? I'm assuming everybody's going to be like, nah, bro, of course not. Yeah, we have Broadcom earnings. Yeah, we do have Broadcom making big moves here. Yeah, and more shaky ceasefire news being tested. President did say Iran wants to come to an agreement, but he said, quote, Iran really wants to make a deal and it will be a good one for the U.S. and those that are with us. In a Truth Social post, he's not yet decided on whether to move forward on an agreement to extend the ceasefire and reopen the strait. Did I sell too early on the Nasdaq? I don't think so. I think that was probably just the right time. Again, the global manufacturing and PMI data is set to drop this morning, 10 o'clock. Projected at 53. Construction spending also dropping at 10 o'clock, so a little bit slower here. Never a deal. New monthly candle. Yeah, it's the first. June historically, I believe, is a... I'm trying to remember if June is a good or bad month for markets here. Is June a good or bad month for markets? It's hard for me to remember. I know September's bad. It's called the September slump. Yes, we will get a deal this week. The president can't afford the World Cup and the conflict. I got out of my trades Friday. Volume didn't seem right. Yeah.
Historically, June is a slightly weak month for U.S. stocks, but not consistently a bad one.
Yeah, it's mixed to mildly positive in normal years, but historically weaker in midterm election years. Is what I'm showing. So generally, it's good. It's like a medium month. Like it's not necessarily like super bad, like September or something like that. It's not necessarily great. Depends on what's going on. June return is the second weakest month of the year by long-term average. 97-year history. It's only up about 0.8% average in June. June has been pretty good recently, though. In 2025, up 5% in the S&P, the fourth best June since 1999. We're still looking pretty bearish in markets here, though, but look at the range.
Man, it's like you were reading my mind with all that.
Yeah, man, listen, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do here, bro. Bond market stops most gains. Yeah, and yields are up a little bit on the day here. Again, we look at yields. I'm trying to see what we're going to do in terms of rate decisions. Here's the Fed watch tool. So we can get a look at the Fed watch tool right now leading into 99.4% chance we pause rates. Looking at December here, we're currently at 3.5 to 3.75. So at this point in time, markets are pricing in 50-50 odds of a rate hike this year. So here's December. here is odds of a pause all year, basically keeping rates the same by December. 49.3%, so a little bit under 50% chance. A little bit over 50% chance odds of some rate cut, whether it's a 25 rate cut, a 50 rate cut by the end of the year, or a 75, or I'm sorry, rate hike. So either a 25 rate hike, a 50 rate hike, or a 75 rate hike by the end of the year is what markets are pricing in. So a little bit of majority in terms of rate hikes, but this goes back and forth. And I think this week's job data is going to have a lot to influence this for sure. So we'll see, but the jobs data this week seems to be a big influence.
50-50 is better than what was it, 73% like last week?
Yeah,
like that.
it's changed a lot. Now where markets are pricing in more optimism around the conflict. And so, yeah, markets are just a little bit more excited with potential optimism around the conflict is what this is now, you know.
Yeah.
We're not raising rates this year. June just wants to take oil on a dive. Why is crypto performing so bad? Crypto's just been in a slump here. It's not really following the rest of the market, right? So the rest of the market's been breaking all-time highs. The NASDAQ continues to dip here. Maybe I should have held this a little longer, but that's all right. But Bitcoin and crypto have not been following the rest of the market. They've been moving just a little bit differently. The rest of the market's been pushing over all-time highs. It's in a longer-term downtrend than the rest of the market, though. You know, so like here's Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin's in a much longer-term downtrend. Here's a weekly chart from the 126s or whatever it was. So, yeah, it's down almost 50% from its all-time highs. Bitcoin spot ETFs had 2.3 billion in net outflows in May, which is the largest in 2026. It's the steepest outflow since November of last year. So the number of large Bitcoin holders fell from 1,285 to 1,279 in roughly 1 week. So it's just, for Bitcoin, it's just sentiment related. Here comes the NASDAQ, though. NASDAQ is falling down a little bit here. So look at the NQ. We are down at 30.460s here. 30.460s. Let's look at oil while this is happening here. Oil's dipping down, too. So an interesting thing, the NASDAQ and the S&P or the oil market almost moving with the NASDAQ in some ways today. Yeah, NVIDIA Computex is going on right now. MicroStrategy sells 32 Bitcoin for 2.5 million and an average price of 77.135 million according to a filing as well. Yeah, we have NVIDIA's Computex, but we'll see what NVIDIA does here. NVIDIA's slightly green, but you can see Friday, NVIDIA just dumped quickly. Like, look at Friday's dump on NVIDIA. It's back up to 215s today, so it kind of filled some of that gap. But NVIDIA's still down. AVGO earnings as well. BlackRock dumped a bunch of Bitcoin in the overnight session and we seized $1 billion worth of it. Yeah, NASDAQ and S&P, or NASDAQ and oil kind of moving with each other, which is strange. I said NVIDIA was going down. Yeah, I mean, no heavy correlation means tons of bears. Crazy oil falling too, just the 4-year cycle. Yeah, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, that's probably what's going on. USA government burning through SPR to suppress oil prices. CoreWeave completes industry first bring up and validation of NVIDIA Vera Rubin. Jim Cramer just said, ridiculous that NVIDIA isn't back to where it was at 3:30 p.m., driven down by terrible execution on the rebalance. But news is, honestly, for a Monday, the weekend news has been a little bit light. NASDAQ's still falling, though, so NASDAQ is still filling some of the gap. Maybe I should have held that short position a little bit longer. Again, this is one of my favorite trades on the NASDAQ, where we are already in a downward trend, right? We're already in a downward trend. We pull back underneath either the VWAP or the 200 exponential, move back up to retest it. I usually short into that bounce and usually write it down. If we're already after the rejection here, I like a short a little bit more. Even if we don't continue down, It gives you a really easy stop loss level, if that makes sense, right? So like you can use a stop loss right here, which is also at a big psychological level, and you have a pretty tight reward to risk ratio. So your risk in this situation, if you're shorting, is just right here. Your reward, you can usually make it at like a previous support, like I got out around right here. And so good risk reward gives you a really easy way to calculate risk and get into good risk trades. And so it's one of my favorite strategies on the NASDAQ. It's starting to break down, though. We might crack the... I don't know if this is the low of the day. Yeah, we're right around the low of the day here. Yeah, we're at 30,450s right now. 30,450s on the NASDAQ. So you can see it is breaking down here. We are starting to flush. Who's Jib?
What?
I don't know. I'm reading the chat.
Oh. No, I mean, I knew you were, but...
Crypto's the only market that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Sven? What's up, dude? Doing good, bro. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Ugh. People Inc. is preparing to offer to buy MGM Resorts, the casino giant that values it at more than $18 billion, according to New York Deal Book. CoreWeave. Okay, we talked about the CoreWeave news already. Yeah, this is why I get out. Like, I like to attack down to this range and downward trends, but I don't like to actually buy the break. Sometimes it will break, but we're right here at the low of the day. And so sometimes we do break there, sometimes we don't, but we'll see what happens here.
Oh, yes, we will.
What's up, Red Candles? Retrace bullish for liquidity. I saw some news on CoreWeave earlier. Let me see what it was. I mean, they completed the industry first bring up and validation of NVIDIA Vera Rubin. Let me see what else it was. Yeah, NVIDIA unveiling new AI-focused processor. There goes the bounce. Yeah, I mean, we bounced right here at the previous low. We might continue down. I mean, it looks like a short, obviously, but there's not enough meat on this move right here on the NASDAQ. So, like, you can see we moved all the way down here. There's just not enough meat on this move. You know, sometimes we'll continue down and break down and continue, but I wouldn't target the actual break. I'd want to target just the range, and I think that there's not enough room there for me personally. Like, what do you, I mean, some people like to take the opposite, right? So some people like to take the mean reversion where they get down here and then we break and then we get back up into this range and then they target a long once we get back up in it and look to go back up to, you know, wherever they're looking for. And so and that's fine. Both of those can work. Just depends on which time frame you're looking at, to be honest. Like, if you can get there in the right time frame, it works well. But yeah. Also, guys, remember, Apex has a 5-pack bundle right now. You can get it for very cheap, very cheap. Apex has their thing where they're now allowing you to buy it. I think if you get the cheapest account, if you buy it with the bundle right now, it is, look, let's see. Yeah, you get the cheapest account right now. If you go with the end of day trail, it's $175 for 5 accounts, which is very cheap. Intraday trail, you can get 5 accounts for $85. You can pass these in one day as well on Apex. You know, if you want cheap accounts, like if you're one of those guys that likes copy trading and using a bunch of accounts at a time, these are good for it just because they're cheap. You can take a lot of risk and cheapest accounts in the game. Or if you're new to prop firms, again, these are some of the cheaper ways to do it. I'll put the link up, but if you're new, these are some of the best ways to do it. Again, they are an affiliate of mine, of course. I'm biased. If you want to check them out, you can use my code BGT, get the max discount, which is good for traders learning as well as if you want to scale into some size. You can. There's the link. Check them out. Any news today? I mean, yeah, we got a lot of news today, but nothing really like major in terms of news, to be honest. Like we didn't really, the weekend was kind of quiet. The NASDAQ did just break that low here though. So look at the NASDAQ did just crack that low. It's not news driven. This is just regular market movement. It's just downward trend filling some of the gap that we had this morning. And so Sailor posted that they sold Bitcoin. Yeah, I did see Sailor posted that they sold Bitcoin. Yeah, we do have ISM data at 10 o'clock. So we got some economic data later on this morning. It's not at 8:30. It's just later on this morning. We did have a green trade here. I almost want to buy this now, though. I'm a little nervous. Should I counter trend this here, guys? I think I might. Okay, we got an immediate pop up from where I bought it. I'm in 5 contracts here. I'm gonna set my stop loss right under my entry here, and then just wait. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. We're already green on the day. I can put my P&L up somewhere. Oh, I just got stopped out. That's all right. Very big bear action, though, coming in. I might have just gotten ticked out by one little move, but that's okay. No, looking bleak, Hobie. I don't know. I feel like we're going to liquidity grab back up here and get back in this range some, to be honest, personally. And there it goes. The trade idea was right. Maybe the execution was wrong. Yeah, look, here we go. I felt like this was going to happen. We're still green on the day, by the way, but I feel like I could have held this. Maybe I set my stop a little bit too under. It just ticked me out. Yep. I knew it would happen, guys. I knew it. I knew this would happen.
And you did it anyway.
Oh, I missed my entry. This is how trading goes. I mean, I gave myself a reason. Stop yelling at me, Britt. Stop yelling at me.
You know.
Oil is not really moving, though. Oil is at 90.4s right now. 90.4s. So, yeah. Oil's not really doing anything here. Yeah, see, I figured this would happen. It could reject here at this level at 44, at 45s. But, that's all right. I mean, I saw from a couple different sources, Classic Nut guy, that Sailor sold some. I saw it reported by most of the finance media outlets. Tesla new registration in Norway are up to 28.7%. Yeah, see, here's the move. I barely got stopped out, but I think my idea was correct. I think my idea was correct. It's kind of the same, like, it's a much shorter version of, like, a fair value gap. But, which is just kind of an extension move, is what they use it for. But could have made money, guys. It could have made money. I missed it. Yeah, so I see Michael Strahler sells. Strategy sells Bitcoin, raises 128 million. I see they sold 32 Bitcoin last week for $2.5 million and raised $128.3 million via share issuance. Company holds now 843,706 Bitcoin with a $75,699 average purchase price. It also confirmed preferred dividend payments and maintained a 900 million reserve with 26.1 billion capacity remaining under its program. Yeah, see, now we're starting to break down even more here. Looks like oil gaining strength. Bitcoin down to 71. PMI is at 10 o'clock today. So PMI data is at 10 a.m. If Bitcoin doesn't reclaim 74.5 level, it could get ugly. Yeah, here's strategy. The news that they sold is tanking the stock. It's down to 150s right now. Buy or sell Bitcoin right now. This is funded, Chris. It's very small. But this is funded. Yeah, I saw the Bitcoin news too. But look at the NASDAQ here, still fading. Check breaking news. U.S. forces successfully intercepted 2 Iranian ballistic missiles targeting U.S. bases last night. Missiles defeated and no American personnel were harmed. Is oil going up on this?
That was a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the oil and correlation didn't pop up or anything from what I saw.
Yeah, it didn't show up too much here. Short on Bitcoin. As people buy or sell Bitcoin, let's see. The bears are here. I'm hands off. Sell Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, we could look at Bitcoin here, but Bitcoin's been struggling. The Sailor news is dropping it even more too. So you can see, like, yeah. Sell. Don't go near it with found money. We're at under 72,000 now for Bitcoin as I say this.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just dropping, huh?
Yeah. And we do have manufacturing and services PMI coming out this week. ISM manufacturing and regular manufacturing for May are coming out after the opening bell. A couple minutes in. Whoa. I don't know if I zoomed out too much. Okay, no, this is just the NASDAQ falling here. Another red candle. Max, you were right, bro. You were right, Max. What is happening with Bitcoin? Michael Saylor sold some in MicroStrategy. Rug of rugs. FNLC. Fluence Energy. It's got some type of news for FLNC. Looks like this could be a short squeeze for FLNC, maybe. Here's FLNC right here. Could be a short squeeze. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but does this have any news? They did a 13D filing showing Qatar Investment Authority reported a 8.9% stake in the company as of May 15th. Nasdaq's still breaking down, filling this gap, so bears are definitely in control. Let's see if it continues down. What's going on with Marvell? Let's just break it down a little bit. Marvell's had a run, though. Marvell just in March was at 80s. It's at 200s now, so Marvell's had a crazy run. FNLC and NVIDIA are developing something. Xpeng position. And we're breaking down. I mean, look, here's Marvell. Here's Apple. Here's a video on the day. So we're trying to hold here, but footnote in the SEC's filing states that proceeds will be used explicitly to fund distributions regarding MicroStrategy. Yeah, here's Bitcoin. It's still negatively impacting them. Again, look at strategy here. The strategy's definitely reacting negatively after they sold some. You ever buy Leap options? Sometimes. I prefer to just buy shares, but you can get some good bang for your buck in terms of Leaps. The UE is to propose strict criteria for cloud computing services. Should I trade some oil stocks or gold? Let's see. Here's oil. Oil's coming down a little bit. Hive strategy goes back to 130, so I can load up. MicroStrategy can control the Bitcoin price. Nasdaq's still looking pretty red, and again, look at the Nasdaq break lows again. Volume's starting to uptick as well. Oil just spiked up a little bit too, real quick. Not a big enough spike to really make me think it's news driven, but we got a little bit of a spike in volume on oil. Jitters in the market this morning. Yeah, I'm looking at where's GameStop at, dude? GameStop's all the way back down to 20s.
I mean, it's not soaring.
No. GameStop?
Yeah, I'm kidding, but
No.
I think it's due for a rebound. It's going to make a run.
It's news. I think gold also dumped. I don't see anything that would drive this. I'm checking breaking news right now. I don't see anything that would really make this move happen, to be honest. Nothing real breaking here. We got Adam Aaron post, but it's honestly pretty quiet. Pretty slow Monday, to be honest here. Like, we got news last night about U.S. forces intercepting some stuff, but that really didn't move markets at all. But yeah, look at gold did dump some here. Let me see yields. Jerome Powell did speak last night, but he didn't comment on monetary policy. I'm sure the crypto channels were like, this is going to be the greatest economic speech of his generation. And then he doesn't comment on monetary policy. Yeah. Yields are coming down a little bit actually here. So here's 10-year. You can maybe look at 2-year yields. Yeah, here's 2-year yields. 2-year yields are still over 4% though, but they're down. Yields are popping back up a little bit though today. Gold now is still falling. Look at gold. It really is kind of a quiet market here. It really is kind of a quiet market. I'm hands off today. It's not the YouTube crypto channels. It's the YouTube Twitter accounts. Or, I'm sorry, it's the crypto Twitter accounts, bro. Those just feed you a bunch of crap. Everything, like, yeah, those just feed you a bunch of crap. They, like, it's too much. Like, everybody clickbaits a little bit on YouTube. Like, that's just how it goes, right? But some of those crypto X accounts, they'll be like, this is the greatest speech of all time. This is going to crash markets tomorrow. And then Jerome Powell just accepts an award and doesn't say anything else. You know, like that. It's to a point where it's just incredibly misleading. Incredibly misleading. And I get it. They're trying to hype up their channel and get views, but like, come on now. Be better, crypto X accounts. Yeah. Time to short gold. Is it time to short gold, guys? What do you guys think? Short gold, yes or no?
It might be, but it's definitely time to hit the like button. I know that.
What are the likes at right now?
142 with 881 people watching. Smash the like button, people.
Yeah. If you don't hit the like button, I'm guessing you're one of those cryptox.com pages. You know. Some of them are good. Yeah. Some of them are good. Is it the laugh song time? I guess I don't know. I'm not gonna do the laugh song too much. We'll do it later. We gotta build up anticipation for that. Not right now. We only do that when big breaking news happens.
And since I'm peer pressuring you, join the Discord and follow us on X.
How long do you think this euphoria in markets will continue? I think until we get some type of solid news done in Iran. So like a solid deal done, even then it's up in the air, but market shifting to underpriced software. Software is what's driving things for sure. But what do you guys trade the most? Like what instrument? Futures, stocks, crypto, options? Let me know in chat.
Thanks, Nathan. I missed all you guys too.
Yeah. Laugh song is for the bull runs. Laugh song is when we get big breaking news that drops. This is what the laugh song is for.
When do you play Feel Good? Like what's that one for?
indices, options, oil, gold, futures and crypto, stocks and futures, gold, index funds, 0 day to expiry, options, I'm a degen, stocks and crypto, perpetuals, futures, futures only, DAX 40, options, futures, NQ only. Yeah, I like NASDAQ personally. Like, I'll trade the NASDAQ. But a lot of people like the S&P 500. So I'm a big NQ guy, but long everything, definitely don't long everything. Bearish ETFs and a small few cryptos, stocks, futures, and crypto. I can respect the guys that trade everything. I kind of trade everything too. So respect, D Pro. I trade deep in the money options, huge size, gives me a long time horizon and huge upside. And imagine how the market makes all of us lose. It depends on what we're talking about. Long term, most people win. S&P is the single most liquid. Michael Saylor. Yes, Michael Saylor's selling right now. Strategy is selling off right now. Let's see if the NASDAQ can get back in this range, though. So we did rebound back up here. We're at 30,000. I'm watching 500s right here. I think 500 a big obvious level that a lot of people are paying attention to. So I think if we're going to look at the NASDAQ here, I think we got to look at 30.5K. 30.5K. I think we could get back in this range. We could reject at the 200 exponential, which is around 75s right here. So I think 75 could make us reject on the NASDAQ. It's right around the 200 exponential. We're looking at that level as well. So right now we got 30.5. We got 30.475. Here's 50 right here, but 50 might not hold. We got this level at 55. Little jump here in the NASDAQ, though. We're starting to creep back into that range. Forex.
Oh no, I just know I need to do better. I already lost $90.
You're down $90?
Yeah, dude.
Well, I'm not saying you deserve it, but
not looking good for old Brit. You know?
I'm not saying you deserve it, bro. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
I probably do. It's what I get for missing Friday is what it is.
Yeah. I see the U.S. has given the green light to carry out strikes on the Lebanese capital and other suburbs. And according to Al Arabia. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do here on the NASDAQ. We made money, but then we lost some money, and now we're kind of flat here on the day. What do we do here, guys? Also, if you haven't already, you better give me a follow at x.com at Beginner Trades. Yeah, Michael Saylor sells Bitcoin 2.5 million. Jim Cramer. This might be a good buy signal, though. Jim Cramer says, may have to reevaluate pro-Bitcoin stance given how much strategy has propped it up. Key trampoline for years. Some say manipulation. I think that's too strong. Is that a buy signal?
Jim Cramer?
I don't know, man.
More importantly, does the chat agree with Jim Cramer? I know you guys love him. I know he's right all the time. So
yeah. Oh, the chat loves Jim. Well, Jimmy.
I know.
You know, Jimson. Some say. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Jimson.
Yeah, Jimson. Jimothy.
You're the first person besides me I've heard make that joke about Jimothy.
Jimothy? Oh, well, you haven't watched The Office, bro. I got it from The Office.
Oh, I did it on my own. That means means I'm original.
No, yeah, it's an office joke. It's an office joke. Always inverse Kramer. Jim Henson, buy now. Ultimate buy signal full port. Yeah, maybe, bro. Bitcoin to 100,000. Great, I'm closing my short. Yeah, I mean, look, Jim Cramer, bearish on Bitcoin. Not bearish, but maybe he thinks he should sell. I don't know.
Must be doing something right. I'm pretty sure he's probably rich.
I don't know. I asked the chat, should you buy or sell Bitcoin? And most people were like, sell. So we'll see what happens.
I'd have to buy some first. So
that guy's a joke. Always do the opposite of what he says.
How dare you? Especially the great and powerful Jim Cramer.
Do we have any lurkers here in chat right now? Do we have any lurkers? You know, some of you guys that never chat, y'all better show your support and come out here and start chatting. All right. If you haven't chatted before, I'm talking to you right there. And I know you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I don't talk in the chat. I don't want to do it. Do it right now. Say something right now, guys.
No, there are lurkers. I can feel it.
Oh, there's definitely lurkers in the chat. What's up, Gob? Barcodes. I see you. I was making breakfast. Shy. Don't be shy, Bam Bam. You know? Lee is lurking. Okay, I can respect it. Wesley. Hey. I know you guys lurk in the chat. I know it. Jonathan, what's up, dude? Ham. Dollar. Something right now. Jimmy is absolutely BS when he talks. What's up, Ed? I appreciate the lurk, bro. Lurking when I give instructions. Keo says, haha, that's me. I'm a lurker. I know, man. Listen, I know we got a lot of you guys here. We got almost 1,000 people here right now.
I'm like,
but I see the same names in the chat. So I know you got hundreds of people that are just sitting here lurking. Look, we got another Weston big lurker here. I like to lurk, brother. It's all right, John. Long time lurker here. I had to search through YouTube to find you. Usually you pop up on my page. Yeah, it's probably because we don't have any big breaking news. Don't force me out of the shadows, Crypt. Oh, I'm forcing you. Rob Winter says lurking. Yeah. Kel Dog says no. Say something, they're giving up on me. That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel. I played that song this morning. I was like, you know what? That's how I felt this morning. Christian, I'm here. I just need a song to get motivated. Sorry, John, I'm blitz right now, but let's go. Top 3 best lurker. Thank you, man. Lurk Nation.
Switzerland, nice to hear you. Well, hi to Switzerland.
Listen, learn, work. I feel like a lot of you guys are driving on the road right now. Or like y'all are at the gym right now and y'all are just listening to me.
Steve even says he's driving.
Creepers be creeping. Yeah. Steve, I knew it. I knew it. Writing only when I have something to say. You must never have anything to say, bro. You're a stoic over there, dude. Only when I have something to say. I'm only here for the laughing song. A cult classic, who knew? The laughing song started out me absolutely hating it. I didn't like it. If I was in a trade, I felt like they were laughing at me. Hold on, real quick. NASDAQ, look at gold. I don't think this is news. By Kimberly Clark.
SpaceX is allocating up to 5% of its IPO shares to insiders with no lockup restrictions. That's all I see. That and Germany is having difficulties utilizing infrastructure funding.
Bitcoin under 72,000. Y'all like this song right now? I feel like I hear this in Zoolander. You know. Here, let me change it. Just in my mom's basement, I feel that. I'm in my mom's basement too right now, you know. Gold doesn't like Warsh. Warsh's next speech is next month in June. It's like June 16th, I think, right? When is the FOMC meeting next? It's June 16th. Can you not hear the music? GC is gold, Jay, on Trade-of-8. GC. Most of the time I'm playing games while listening to the stream.
Yeah, 16.
8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm feeling oddly bullish. Yeah, we didn't have any data at 8:30. No data. No 8:30 data released today. It's not a it's not a basement. It's a kitchen right now. You know. Like, this is my mom's kitchen, apparently, according to the chat. So, it's a nice kitchen, though, guys. It really is. Like, look.
I wish it was your mom's kitchen. She makes the
like,
best.
That's a nice kitchen. Like, we're in, like, this is a nice kitchen, bro. A nice kitchen. Honestly, the house we were gonna buy, I'm still kind of mad about it. The house we were gonna buy had a secret passageway in the freaking bookshelf. Dude, I'm still pissed about it. We should have bought it. It had one less bedroom, but still. Like, you could pull a book and open the freaking library door and go into a secret passageway. I could be streaming from there right now, dude. I'm still kind of pissed about it.
It could be your secret lair.
Dude, it would be the dopest thing ever. Like, have a secret passageway? I don't know if my computer would fit in the passageway that was in that room. You know.
Just go buy it now, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I would fit in there. I don't think my monitor would fit in there, to be honest. But hey, that's all right. That's all right.
MU and SanDisk up.
Ooh. Yeah, MU and SanDisk are up. MU over 1,000 right now. Bounced right at 1,000. 1,000 really holding support for MU. I listen every morning while I work. I listen to several of you guys in the morning, but I do like how you guys joke. Yeah, and also take jokes. Oh yeah, I get attacked in here for sure.
I mean, rightly so, but still.
Yeah, no way, love a secret passageway. You fumbled that. I know, man. It's the wife, bro. If you're married, you know how it goes. Like
many leather-bound books and walls of rich mahogany. Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, the other house was not as cool of a house, and I'm honestly glad we didn't buy that one. But I do wish I had. Maybe I'll build a secret passageway here. Maybe I'll take out the bathroom and that's right there and just turn it into a freaking, you know.
Just take out your bathroom and turn it into a secret lair.
I won't tell Carol. I'll just take that bathroom out. You know, run a passageway to it.
She just randomly won't be able to find you throughout the day. Like, where's John?
Yeah. DRAM puppet. Yeah, DRAM, SanDisk, MU are up, but the Nasdaq's still fading here. So. I don't like today's thumbnail. What's wrong with today's thumbnail, bro? It's just got Warsh in it. They got mad I used Jerome Powell last week. You know, I'm gonna pivot back to Powell. I don't care if he's chairman or not. But we put Warsh in there now. People are upset about it.
Just put you on every thumbnail. That's what the people want, John.
Yeah, you should do a poll. See how many people are at work. Are you listening from work?
How many people are slacking off when they should be working?
Are you listening from work right now? There's the poll. Poll is live. SanDisk's still ripping up. MU's moving back up some as well.
John, I'm sorry to say, technically, yes, I am listening while I'm at work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got the poll. Yeah. Put a suit on. Playing hooky. Fellow slacker here. I was at work, but market too much. This is work. There's no way we're 50-50 on this poll again. If we're 50-50 on this poll again, there's a freaking conspiracy going on right now. I will not accept that. 100% at work right now, JJ.
Yeah, but John, it's a trick question. Some people trade for a living.
Yeah.
That's true, Mac, I guess.
Yeah. Working from home. I'm always at work. Perfect balance.
Stuck with me until I'm done recovering from my back surgery. So you're saying when you're better, you're going to bail on us? That's terrible. I mean, I'm sorry you're hurting. I hope you're okay. You know. But
Yeah.
don't leave us just because you feel good. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like half your chat. I asked this question in the chat last week, and we had so many people that most people were our age, Britt, but we had a lot of people that were over 50, which I was kind of shocked to hear. You know, I was kind of shocked to hear. No wonder there's so many people wanting to look at the Dow. You know.
You shouldn't stereotype, John.
Oh, dude, it's a no thing. It's a no thing. Older people like the Dow. You know, it's got the older stocks in it, you know. Like, again, every time a father-in-law calls me wanting stock advice, I don't give out advice, number one. Not investment advice. Anytime he wants to ask me something about finance, he brings up the Dow. And I usually look at the S&P and the NASDAQ, but it's a no thing. It's a no thing. Oil is starting to fall down, though, but here's $90 for oil. I could short into that. Yeah, here's the Dow for you guys. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Dow broke all-time highs today, man. I should have been talking about this. But now it's kind of fading back down, but we're close enough to the all-time highs on the Dow. The Dow is boomer catnip. Yeah.
How's the frozen orange juice market, John?
I guess it's pretty good. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of frozen orange juice, but
it was just a Trading Places reference. You were talking about how.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, get out of my lawn.
It was a Dow joke. It was just poorly executed.
The Dow broke all-time highs today. Nasdaq's getting up there though. I almost want to short this, but I'm a little bit more iffy about it. Look, we drew this level on our charts right here at 475, so we're kind of rejecting off of that level now. Breaks over. What's a WC, bro? I don't know. Somebody said that last week. I didn't know what the abbreviation is. Maybe I'm old.
Maybe it's a water closet, as in a bathroom.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Was that some, like, European stuff? Is that what they call it?
Yes, and well, specifically, I think it's like Britain, England, whatever.
Is that like commode? You know?
The John,
bathroom?
the Lou.
Yeah. All right, NASDAQ is pushing up here. Let me check breaking news real quick. Hold on. SpaceX is allocating up to 5% of its IPO shares to insiders with no lockup restrictions while targeting a valuation of at least 1.8 trillion. Honestly, the news is kind of light today. A little light on news. Not a lot going on. How do you guys not take bathroom breaks? Bro, I'm here for 3 hours. All right, I don't have to go pee in 3 hours, bro. It's the morning. I haven't even drank that much water today.
Give it time, John.
Y'all have
Time
weak
makes
bladders. Weak bladders. And that makes sense with the Dow and the correlations and everything, you know. But I don't have to go to the bathroom, dude.
But you can fix all that with Kegels, you know.
Yeah.
Also, give it time, John. Time makes fools of us all, you know.
Why you always want to counter trend? Honestly, I went bearish this morning. I'm green on the day because I went bearish. But at a certain point, we break back into this range that's been pretty sideways. And so I was thinking about shorting this on a pullback, but I think we're too ambiguous in terms of direction right now. I think we can start pushing up and testing 30.5 and keep moving higher, or I think we can go the opposite way, you know. So I'm kind of hands off right now. I just don't know if I like this price action super well for pre-market this morning. Explains why he doesn't know what a YWC is. He's never gone to the...
John, don't insult our bladders.
Have you ever said you need to go to the John? I don't know. Probably. I probably said it. Don't insult me like that. All right, guys. Long or short right now? We got to break up this monotony of slow markets right now. Long or short right now? Long or short? Tell me, chat. Whoever's right will get our praise. Whoever's wrong will get ignored. Sorry, bro. Horizontal. Still in bed. Full port long right now. Long and slow. Trump Taco Tuesday will never be the same. All-time high. Let's go. I'm long. Short on gold. Short the market. Long, short. He called us chat, bro. Y'all are chat. Are y'all not chat? Long, short, shower. Short the market. Too early, short. Long 50x leveraged. We'll get a tweet, short. Long. Okay. Look, we talked about this level. We didn't really reject cleanly off of it. But long. A lot of longs in chat right now. Beer.
Beer?
Beer's okay. I can accept a beer, you know.
Yeah, but only like a good IPA.
Yeah, I mean, I've traded a little bit today, guys, but it's pretty slow, honestly. It's pretty slow. Long. See, I just had to ask the lurkers to wake up and, like, look, here they are. Like, I see you guys, okay? Like, am I going to have to demand you start chatting every day just to get you guys to start talking like this? You know? I had to just call them out on it. They were like, you know what? I'm slacking. I gotta fix this. And now they're all chatting. So I appreciate you guys. You know, I do.
Yeah, so just just guilt him into talking.
Right, I'm gonna peer pressure you into talking from now on, guys. I'm gonna make you participate.
It's pronounced participies, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Short. Brother, you remind me of those casino employees in a suit that try to get me addicted to slots. Bro, I'm gonna wear a suit tomorrow. Honestly, I've gained a little bit of weight in the last few years. I genuinely don't think any of the suits I have would fit me anymore.
Oh, muscle, right?
Definitely not. You know, definitely not. But
You buy like a fancy slot machine to put in the background and just pull a slot every once in a while.
all right, Nasdaq's still coming back up here. I'm watching 475. Wait, look at oil dip here. Hold on. Look at oil dip. All right, something just happened. Some type of news just dropped, almost certainly.
Al Arabia sources a giant ship flying the Panama flag explodes in Iraqi territorial waters.
Yeah, I see this. But that would make oil go down. Or that make oil go up, I would assume, right? Not down. I mean, I see
would
that
think so,
news.
but who knows in this market?
Yeah. Let me see if you guys see the news, but I see something. But oil just dipped and the Nasdaq starting to pop here. Maybe it's not news, but a giant ship flying the Panamanian flag was hit in Iraqi territory waters, according to Al Arabia. Let me dig deeper into this, guys. Hold on, we got something. Yeah, look at the Nasdaq pop. Almost back up to 30.5s here. I don't see any other catalysts. Iran says it will ensure Japan ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz with greater ease. That could be what this is.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it could be this right here, which I'm assuming is what's driving this here. Let me put this up on screen so you guys can see it here. Hold on. But I'm assuming this is what it is. Look, this right here. It was something. Some news just happened. It's not anything super meaningful though. I did see that they had a phone call with Iran, Japan specifically. Well, the movement isn't super big. I'm pretty sure this is what it is though, which is that Japan ships passage via Hormuz with greater ease. Iran says they're going to ensure Japan ships passage through Hormuz with greater ease.
I wonder why specifically Japan.
Well, they had a phone call with Japan earlier. We got the news earlier that
Didn't hear that.
yeah, that it was much earlier. Like I saw it when I first woke up this morning.
Okay.
So that's probably what this is. Yeah, the bot here Hormuz ease, and it probably starts buying stuff up. Yeah, that's probably right. Calm before the storm. Japan imports 100% of their oil. Iran long on Japanese stocks.
I mean, that's definitely true. That's was the impetus for our involvement in World War II. Realistically, was the embargo against Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, Nasdaq over this level here. I'm gonna look for a head and shoulders pattern though, and maybe short if it breaks down underneath this level. But it's a little bit iffier right now because of the news. But I don't know if this news is like hyper bullish though, all things considered. I mean, markets are interpreting it as somewhat bullish, but I should probably just wait here and see what happens. Space stock, even though is kind of moving up in anticipation of SpaceX, it's not really core. Like it's a space stock, so it's moving up in sympathy. This is Virgin Galactic. You can see SPCE moving up here ahead of it. S&P 500 broke all-time highs this morning in futures. Nothing yet though today. Nothing else yet though today. I mean. Space moving because of Reddit. How old are you guys? This is the question. I'm gonna ask this question again. Like, I think because I post economic data and I cover a lot of economic data, people are older in the stream. See what oil does, though. Oil's still breaking down. It's under 90s. Oh, man. Hold on. The chat just woke up when I asked the question. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are similar age to me. 50?
Not me. Just made 22.
80s kid, 52. 35. George, 44. A young 42. 59. Unk age. Yeah. Unk used to be a good thing, bro. What happened? What happened to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of across cultures, you know, an uncle figure.
Right. It used to be a good thing. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Hey, what's up, Matthias? What's up, Ray?
I don't know, but I'm taking it back.
Yeah. Goon used to be a good thing, too, you know? But now it's not.
No, it's definitely not.
No, now Lil Wayne even talked about it, you know? But now it's just changed. Who knew, man? Who knew?
Learned more on trading from your generation than any other. Cool.
Hey, nice, man. Thank you. Thank you, Reno. Yeah, I'm looking for a head and shoulders pattern on the NASDAQ here. We'll see what we get, but... we got some 20-year-olds. That's what, you know. Again, I think older people invest. 31, 44, 44. 35, 52.
I'd be willing to bet that part of the reason for some of the age in the chat would be how early you stream.
Yeah. 29, 42, 44.
57, 66.
Some of you guys have got to be just saying stuff. I guess Gma Sunshine being 66, I guess it lines up. You know?
150 is probably totally legit too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these guys are full of shit, though. No offense. I mean, I listen. If y'all are older, I'm sorry for cursing. You know, I'm sorry, guys. Are you older than the Dow price right now? Not in thousands.
I bet some of those older people have said things that would make a sailor blush.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Mad about Airsoft. Every time I read that name, I'm like, yep, I've been there. I've been mad about Airsoft a bunch of times, dude. There's always cheating in Airsoft. They're getting hit. They know they get hit, but there's not really any proof like paintball because there's no splatter. And so they're just kind of like, oh, I didn't get hit. I didn't feel that. Then they can pretend like they didn't feel it and just run around cheating, you know?
I've never personally done the paintballing, but that could just mean they're super into Airsoft too, you know? As opposed to angry about it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm in my 30s. Char. They're gatekeepers of knowledge.
Yeah. I'm in my very early, late 30s.
Yeah. Quantitative easing to prevent a depression. I'll just watch NASDAQ in the queues. I'm here, guys. I'm here. I'm waiting. 34. What's up, Vegas Pedro?
IDF sirens warn of hostile aircraft infiltration in the north. I don't know if that had any effect on the market, but matter of fact, probably not. But
well, I see oil bouncing and the NASDAQ falling here. There's not really any big news coming out that is pushing this.
You know.
I'm looking at a head and shoulders pattern though. I'll short a rebound up here for sure. Now, if we can get it. And again, you want to help support the channel, use coupon code BGT. You know, just watch your blood sugar and your blood pressure at checkout. You know, NASDAQ coming up. That was an age joke. Did I botch that? I think I did. It's all right.
A little bit, but I think you know, we got it.
You know, you can't win every joke. You can't win every joke. That's how it goes. You know.
Well, I take a buckshot approach to humor. You know, something's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. NASDAQ's still falling down though. I see the hostile aircraft news. But the NASDAQ's starting to tumble down here a little bit. Look at the NASDAQ fall. I needed a bounce though to short. I still might short a bounce. What do we have? 30 minutes until the open? Okay, we got time. No, I'm still in Microsoft, brother. I don't know if I'm gonna sell Microsoft anytime soon. Maybe I will. By my logic, I might sell it tomorrow. But there we go. Give me a bounce. I'll short a bounce. Is that big enough? Need a little bit more. I'm gonna scale into this up to like 365s or 465s. I mean, take a little bit more of a risk, up to maybe 6 contracts here. I can add that much to it. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to add that much to it. Well, maybe I'm not. All right. Well. I'll show you guys my P&L, but nothing special right now. I wanted to add more to it, I just didn't really get a chance to. We got 9 a.m. coming though. Yeah, Paul's telling me I should do an age poll. What's the poll right now? Wait, what was it? Are you listening from work right now? 54% say no. 46% say yes.
I mean, what would you do on an age poll? Are you over or under a certain age, or? I mean, you can't get super specific.
I did one the other day already. Most people are millennials in this chat. You know, most are millennials. But we have some older people too, for sure.
Including the lurkers?
Well, I mean, if they're voting on the poll, I don't know if they're lurkers or not. I don't know if I mean, maybe. But most people are millennials that voted Friday.
I don't know, I saw a lot of over millennials in the chat earlier when you asked.
Yeah. Elder millennials, maybe.
What's the cutoff for millennial? Is it like 81?
I think it's like 82. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's something like that. This sounds like elder music. Let me change it. Yeah, PDT rule expires on June 4th. They're giving them until, I think, like, they're giving the brokers, though, until, like, 2027 to implement it, though, so.
Honestly, it just sounds like weird old Sonic music.
I like Sonic music, bro. The water level was stressful.
Oh, dude, I could never beat that thing when I was a kid.
Oh, dude, the water level was just stressful music.
Yeah, especially when you start hearing da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, it starts speeding up, dude. You start panicking.
Uh-huh.
My son's a nerd just like I am, bro. Sometimes I'll go upstairs to the 3rd floor, and my son will be listening to video game music, like walking around, kind of like dancing a little bit. Don't tell him I told y'all that, but he's a huge nerd. Huge nerd.
I'm gonna call him right now.
I love it, dude. I love it. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm not judging you, bro.
I think it's cool. Kids are cool, like, especially when they think no one's looking, you know, that's when they're really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, with a cash account you can only go long though, so it's not as good.
Going with Tesla today. How is Tesla doing?
I'm in this. I'm kind of flat now though. Should probably set a stop loss.
I think we'll see a huge influx of traders with the PDT rule dropping down to 2,000.
I think we will. I think volume is going to increase a lot. I think it's going to be good for a lot of these brokers too. Okay. Nice little drop coming in there this morning. I'm going to give this a little bit more time now, see if we start to flush down deeper here.
I'm an older millennial. I'm 65. That's definitely an older millennial.
Do I add more to this now?
I like how Brit pretends he's not still a kid. Yep, you're right. I'm totally 10 years old. You can tell from my high-pitched voice.
Yeah. Brit's actually 5. All right, guys. So
sorry, that was just funny for some reason.
I took a little bit off here. So I took a little bit off. We took 2 of these 4 contracts off. What's up, Blaze?
What's up, dude? Good morning.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with the opening bell? I don't know. My son got his first BJJ stripe. Hey, nice, man. It's great.
Oh, congratulations. I mean, you know. Apparently my volume
Your
is
volume's
a
a
hair
little
low,
low.
muffled sounding.
Yeah, I see that. All right, so we're up a lot from the short here. I think I'm gonna hold these last 2 contracts though, and move my stop to break even now, maybe slightly over break even. There we go. We're just letting this break down. We're trying to build up a cushion. You know, I'm gonna take half of this off actually, and then hold the rest like this. There we go. That's better. See what we're gonna do in the rest of this. Remember, Apex now has a way to buy 5 accounts at once. I think it's like if you get the intraday, it's like $85 or something for 5 evals. If you go with the end of day option, it's like, I don't know, it's pretty cheap. Let me see what it is. I had it up earlier.
What's up, Tony?
Yeah, you can use my code on most major prop firms. Yeah, with Apex right now. And remember, you can pass these in 1 day, right? In 1 day. End of day, it's $175 for 5 accounts, so about roughly $35 each. Intraday, it's $85, which is $17 each if you buy the 5-pack. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link up. Do you think firms will increase fees because of new volumes after the PDT rule? What kind of firms? What firms are you talking? It depends, right? It depends on which firms you're talking about. Yeah, there's the link for Apex if you want to check it out. I'll put it to the top of the chat. Still in this. I don't know how much I'm up on the day, but I'm up a decent amount on this trade. We've only shorted really this morning. I think we've taken 1 long, but we'll size up a little bit at the open. I can also add to this too. If I add, I'd like to add on a bounce back here, like maybe to 450. I'll add a little bit more if we bounce back to there. And then hold the rest break close to break even on the rest. Yeah, non-farm payrolls should be interesting. Wow, look at this drop. I never really got time to add to it. Yeah, we have non-farm payrolls earlier. We do have, okay, look at this drop. Is this news, Britt? What's oil doing right now?
Oil is...
I'm in a trade, but...
up a little bit. I mean, it's not really...
Yeah. Now we're bouncing. Add to this now, I guess. All right, we'll try. Yeah, it's now past 9 o'clock. Space is coming down. I'm gonna add some to this. If we continue down now, we can use a risk slightly over 450. They're a little bit larger. I'm shorting this right now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to reject here at the lower area. If it does, that's great. But there we go. All right, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna take a little bit more off there. If we can add some to this now. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit more off there and then hold one and then be pretty tight on the rest. Yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, we're green. No trade. Later, Corey. Have a good one, bro. What's up, Blaze?
Later.
I don't hate 80 to 87 or so for Intel dip. Yeah, we've already scaled out of most of this now. I just want to see if we keep breaking down on this last little baby part of it. But I'm also kind of in a point where we've gotten a lot of profit, so I'll probably just, I don't know what I want to do on the rest. I think I might cut it. We got a stop set, but I'll hold it break even. We're getting to a point where I don't like necessarily sitting through. Too big of a chance we bounce. But the momentum's also heavy. We'll give it a second right here. And the good thing I like about Lucid is that it has end of day drawdown once you're funded and evals as well. So that now that I have a pretty, I'm gonna get out here. Now that I have a pretty big cushion, I can take larger size with the cushion. The end of day drawdown just makes more sense because, you know, you have a cushion on the day. If it's a trailing drawdown, it follows you up. So whatever your drawdown is, you're basically stuck with that indefinitely. Like no matter what, you're gonna have a trailing. If your drawdown's $2,000 in a 50K, no matter what, you can't lose more than 2,000. The good thing about end of day is that, oh wait, let me get rid of the stop loss here real quick before I do the same thing I did last week. The good thing about end of day is that now that I have a cushion on the day, I can take larger risk. In these prop firms, that's actually the most favorable time to do it. If it has an end of day drawdown. Time to take more risk is once you've built up profit on the day. Because then your drawdown expands. Because it doesn't trail, it doesn't follow you up, so to speak, if that makes sense, right? So like that's what we're trying to do here. And now we can take a little bit larger shot, a little bit larger size. And Lucid's great in that regard. There's end of day drawdowns and everything. And so yeah, there's end of day drawdowns and everything. So you can essentially like protect yourself and build up profit small on the day like I do, and then slowly add to it. If that makes sense. This is a 150K Lucid eval. And it looks like we got out just in time, like right in time. There's Lucid's link if you want to check it out as well. What if you left and the market crashed today? I'd probably start streaming again, you know? Probably. Alright, you guys ready to trade the open? Nasdaq did pop a little bit. It also helps psychologically to build up larger size. No, 100%, yeah. It does. We do have PMI data here today, guys. So we do have manufacturing and services PMI.
And that's at 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. You could have made money on the stop, too.
I could have made money on the stuff. I don't know, man. You're a little quiet, Britt, but maybe.
You having trouble hearing me?
You're pretty low right now. Like something you did just now. Yeah, you're pretty low.
What? I didn't do anything. What about now?
Speak.
Testing, testing.
Oh yeah,
One,
you're
two.
super low.
Not me. I mean, I haven't changed anything.
Oh. Doesn't Britt sound lower than he did earlier, guys? Am I, you know?
What are you trying to say, John?
I'm saying you're weaker now, Britt.
How dare you?
It's bad, Brent. Yeah. Super
That's
low.
what they call me.
Yeah.
Super
Bad
low.
Brett. Yeah, way lower. Yeah, dude, you fix your mic.
I literally changed nothing.
Britt, stop changing things. All right. Yeah, so Iran's Pezeshkian nailed it. Will try to make the passage of Japanese ships through the Strait of Hormuz easier.
Yeah, dude, they cut a backroom deal, maybe, possibly.
Mm.
I'm starting an ASMR stream.
Look, I'm gonna turn Britt up right now. We're turning you up, Britt. Speak now. Let me know if this is better.
Turn me up, turn me loose. You know, as the song goes.
Yeah,
Is that better?
it should be better. Music might be louder though. Let me know if it's too loud. I could always turn that down.
By the way, am I the only one that finds ASMR really creepy?
I've just never been a big fan. Like I don't, like I've never needed to hear somebody soothe me with whispers.
No, well, like somebody whispering, especially like right in my ears, like nails on a chalkboard for me.
Right. Like I don't like the sound of a whisper.
No.
Better? Yeah. Would you consider NASDAQ building head and shoulders? I don't know. I mean, I see the head and shoulders you're talking about. If we're talking about a 1 minute chart, shoulder, head, shoulder, 200 exponentials right here as well. I don't hate it. But I feel like we're also kind of sideways. I think it could break down. We're running into that previous support level right here at like 355s or so. So this might reject us. Whoa. Whoa. Is this news? It's moving quickly like it's news. Is this news?
Nothing on.
That was a
mine
quick move
so
back
far.
down.
Check tweets.
Where's the oil? Yeah, oil spiking. This is catalyst news for sure. NASDAQ dipping, oil spiking here. So some type of news just broke. NASDAQ coming all the way back down to 30,390 right now. NASDAQ just went red on the day here. Some type of news just dropped. Let me check Truth.
Didn't see anything on Truth.
Look at oil spike. Oil at 91s almost now. So this is some type of catalyst.
Nothing on Truth. I don't see anything on X yet. Whatever. But,
It'll come. It'll take a second.
yeah, well, you're gonna get it before me.
Iran stops exchange messages with the U.S. in protest against crimes, according to Tasnim. Okay, so this is the news right here. Iran stops exchanging messages with the U.S. in protest against Zionist crimes, according to Tasnim, is what it is. So, yeah, NASDAQ is... Yeah. Yeah, so that's what this is. So again, here's the catalyst right here. I'll put it up on screen. But this news is this right here. Iran stops exchanging messages with the U.S. in protest. Should have held that short, bro. I mean, of course I didn't know this news was coming, but look at oil spike.
It's okay. I got in soon enough to mitigate my losses for the day, at least. Pretty much.
Yeah. And here goes all the breaking news people joining my stream. I see you guys. Y'all just joined my stream to see the breaking news. And the breaking news is Iran is stopping exchanging messages with the United States in protest against Israel, really. And what's going on in Lebanon. That's what's going on right now. NASDAQ is down. Oil is up. It is more escalation, less likelihood of deal potentially getting done. I'm sure we're going to see yields on this news go up. Let's take a look at 2-year treasuries. I'm sure they're popping up a little bit just now on this. Yeah, look at yields. Hey, this is how you know the correlation. Oil being higher for longer is going to make higher interest rate potential. Look, tourists. Look, here are yields spiking up. Here's the Nasdaq dipping down. Yeah, look at the Nasdaq fall. Yields are jumping up a little bit now, and yeah, this basically comes after Tasnim reported that Iran is stopping exchanging messages with the United States in protest. So, yep, that's what's going on. This is according to Tasnim. What, Britt?
I said goody gumdrops, huh?
Yeah, man. Stuff's going on. What's up, Ranthony? I see you joining my stream just to see the breaking news. You're welcome here, guys. You're welcome. Y'all know I'm covering it. Do you buy the dip right now, though? Same headlines day after day. Seems like an overreaction. That's what I'm saying. Is it buy the dip time? Yields are pricing this in as pretty hawkish, though. But if I buy the dip, we're going to somehow get worse news. Go long. That's what I was thinking about doing. Overreaction.
I'm back green on the day. I think I'm just going to stay out of it for a while.
I'm already really green on the day.
I know, but you're a better trader than me. So, you know.
That's objectively true, I think.
It is true. I mean, and you ought to be.
Yeah. I did buy this dip. I'm a little nervous about it, though, but we got a cushion on the day, so if there's any day to take larger risks, it's today.
One is you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You know,
right?
And I'm folding them.
Oh, for sure. I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna take half off here. I mean, we bought this dip. I'm gonna cut it right there. I'm scalping this move, dude. I'm getting in and out quick. Looks like I got out just in time too.
They call him Scalper John.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was my name in high school. You know.
It was.
Yeah, I got out now. I'm scalping this. I'm not attacking this like that. I'm just not doing it.
In high school, it's because he scalped prom tickets, though.
Yeah, that's right. Couldn't see you had it blocked. Yeah, I made money on the trade. I mean, I bought the dip, got out. What happened? The news is right here. Read this news right there. Iran is stopping exchanging messages with the United States in protest against Israel, essentially, is what they're doing. I'm looking at more news coming out. Iran halts indirect talks with the United States over Lebanon and Gaza ceasefire violations. Yeah, so this is the real news. That's the news right there. Oil down, or no, oil up, Nasdaq down. I could see it immediately as soon as it dropped. I was like, this is news. This is catalyst driven. Unfortunately. Or, I mean, yeah. Watching until the opening bell. We're at 91.30s right now. Do me a favor, at least if you're joining me and you're piggybacking off of my news, which I know y'all are doing here, hit the like button at the very least. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Have I put it in the sub-only mode? No, I have not. Y'all better subscribe right now, guys. Right now. Opening bell's in 13 minutes. I should have held that long.
It's the least you guys can do, honestly. I mean,
yeah,
we're just going to jump in.
Not soon enough.
Doesn't hurt you. It's just a click of the mouse.
Right. You guys know you're going to tune in again to watch breaking news here. You know. So you might as well sub for good news. Yeah. I'll think about subscribing. I don't know. Well, sub-only mode is on, so you have subscribed, Alex. Don't lie to me like that. NASDAQ is right here. I could short the previous closing price. Reversal or continuation, chat? Reversal or continuation? I could short this. Alright, it's definitely not good news. Microchips might not care, though. I think the NASDAQ wants to stay red on the day. How much am I up? Okay.
Honestly, I'm waiting for a tweet in the wake of that news.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to tweet. He tweeted yesterday, and he basically said Iran wants to make a deal, and it will be a good one. And then he basically got really partisan, and so I'm not going to cover it. But
yeah, no, I get you.
It says there will be no talks until Iran's demand on cessation of operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met.
Okay.
Reversal for the open. Maybe I'll sub too, maybe. You better sub, Blaze. I kind of want to short this. Ah, dude, I wanted to short it and we broke down. I'm a little bit too late now, I think.
I was gonna say,
Oils.
you're right. It's not a huge candle down though.
No.
But it does seem to be pushing that way.
Yeah, it said there will be no talks until Iran's demand on cessation of Israeli operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met. Yeah, we got the previous closing price right here. That's what I wanted to short into, but I don't freaking know, man.
What do you think the odds are it runs back up to like 200 exponential or whatever on the open?
The open, I don't know. The opening bell, there's so much variance, it's hard to tell, right? Like we get big movement up and down at the opening bell. Sometimes we run, sometimes we range, and so it just depends on if we run or range at the open.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. That's difficult to figure out, you know.
I usually get pretty lucky on the big pops and the big drops, but like to be honest, that's really my only, not only, but I'm not gonna make a lot of money except for on moves like that because I'm not good at reading the patterns yet.
Here, you just got really quiet again.
I'm not doing anything differently.
Also,
That
guys,
helps, I mean.
yeah,
Like,
that
right
helps.
next to the mic.
Yeah.
I'm just moving closer. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so follow me on x.com, guys. Listen, if you tune in for my news breaks, at the very least, give your boy a follow here. At Beginner Trades. Yeah. Here it is right here.
Yeah, if you guys like what John's doing, show your appreciation. You know, it's fair.
We also have ISM Manufacturing PMI at 10 a.m. We do have ISM Manufacturing at 10 o'clock. Oil just ripped up, though. NASDAQ might turn down here.
Blaze said you're just trolling me, turning my volume down.
I'm gaslighting Brett here. I'm turning it down. Acting like he's crazy for thinking it's data. I don't know what it looks bearish, but it's also 9 minutes before the open. Short or long right now, guys? Short or long? My brother-in-law? No.
No.
I've known Britt for 20 years. I've known Britt longer than I've known Carol. AI sound. Honestly, at this point in time, Britt could be AI. It would probably, I mean, there would be tells. You know.
What are you doing, John?
Yeah. All right, guys. NASDAQ dipping down more. Oil pushing higher here. 92 a barrel for oil.
And for anyone not old enough to get the reference, it was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for the follow on X Read. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, sir.
Oil is pumping.
Oil is ripping up. It's at 92.10s, the highs of the day here right before the opening bell. Bitcoin's down. NASDAQ, S&P are down on this news.
Are you watching MC or MCL or just CL for oil?
IRGC said to take full control of Iran's diplomatic channels.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, that's probably what's pushing it up. Again, Brent is over 94. CL futures are currently at 92s. NASDAQ is at 30,000. What kind of song is this, bro? I thought Barney the dinosaur is about to run out here. Hold on. All right, yeah. Oil's up. NASDAQ's down. Again, the IRGC is said to take full control of the diplomatic channels now. So this is more escalation news ahead of the opening bell today. We got 7 minutes before the open. NASDAQ down. Technically red on the day. You can see the previous closing price right here.
This is wild. Who thinks it's going to pop back up at open? Just out of curiosity. Chat.
Bull or bear for the opening bell? Put bull or bear in chat right now.
Also, nice continuation of the joke, Blaze.
Yeah. Bull or bear, guys? Put bull or bear right now. Bear, 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 bull, bull. See, I'm trying to click stuff, but honestly, the chat's moving so quickly. Whatever I'm trying to click just goes away because more people chat. Bear, beer. See, I wanted to click somebody, MG Beckett's bear, and I clicked Tom's beer. SNTK bull. See, I wanted to click something else. Lucas. It's all right. Bear. Mostly bears in chat right now. Bear. I'll go with Tom. Beer. No PDT rule. We're going higher. Bear. Bear. Then bull. Bear. What's up, Thomas? Hope you're doing good, bro. Yeah, some of the OGs I can remember. I'm like, this guy's been here a while, you know. Bull, core weave is up. They want a deal so bad, buy silver. The real market action starts at 10:30 every day. Before that, it's just noise. I don't know. I think it depends. NASDAQ about to hit these lows of the day here. Oil back up to 92.42 for CL futures here. It's going to be a red day. Maybe. NASDAQ still falling down here. It was such a quiet morning too, man. Like, we didn't have any big breaking news releases. You know? Yeah, I was raised in it, guys. Or I was born in it. You know? Molded by it.
Honestly, I know, like, people trading might not really appreciate the news interrupting the market like that, but at least it makes things interesting, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, my views jump whenever we get news.
Yeah.
Like, we got over 1,000 people here right now. We're up to 30,310 right now. 30,310. Oil up to 92.40s right now. 92.40s. Tasnim says the resistance front and Iran have set their agenda to completely block the Strait of Hormuz and activate other fronts, including the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. There will be no talks until Iran's demands of cessation of Israeli operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met. I should have held that short, bro. Huh?
I said a secession would be a heck of a thing. I wonder who would split from whom.
Yeah. Secession might make the market go up, but
yeah.
The weekend was pretty quiet. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised it was as quiet as it was, to be honest. I definitely should have held that short, man.
That's okay. I mean, like I said, at least I got in soon enough to turn my day around.
Yeah, I mean, it gives me something to talk about.
By the way, just to double check, are y'all having any volume issues with me now, or is it okay?
I think you're better. You're definitely better. You're not as loud as I am, you know?
Well, that's pretty par for the course, you know?
Oh, wait, it is time to play the song now. Ahead of the opening bell. That is true. It's time. News dropped. Market tanked. It's probably time to play the song now. Can y'all hear it? Y'all should be able to hear it. It's a little loud, but not bad. Just in time for the song. Just for you, Jay Violet. Just for you. You know. If you're just tuning in, news dropped, made markets go down. This is the news right here. Or no, that's not it. Basically, we got news that Iran is stopping negotiations with the U.S. Because of ceasefire break, apparently. IRGC just said the resistance front and Iran have set their agenda to completely block the Strait of Hormuz and activate other fronts. So now traders are fully pricing in 25 basis point June ECB hike. Not US hike, June. So that's where we are now. Into the opening bell in 3 minutes here. Mostly bears at the open now, which is interesting. If that news was really relevant, we'd be down 3%, not 0.3%. I mean, it's relevant enough to impact markets and cause this. Right now, long term. I mean, at the same time, markets are kind of baked into this stuff already. Like, they're used to this stuff already. So, like, markets are already used to this. This is something that we've seen back and forth now for months. Markets are just getting numb to it. We don't need to have a big move just to say it's relevant. Markets are. Finance News is reporting it.
That wasn't me.
Oh, that definitely was you. Yeah, Canada's in a recession right now. I did see Canada's in a recession.
Yeah.
You know. All right, Nasdaq started to bounce. It might just be a dead cat bounce though. Oil's not really dropping. If you're DJing gambling futures, it matters. Yeah.
Honestly, that song just makes me want to play Cyberpunk.
I never got into Cyberpunk, bro. But Brent knows me. I'm more of a multiplayer person. Like, it's hard to get me to play a story.
I play across genres and across multiplayer and campaign. I love all of it.
Yeah.
But I don't play near as much as I used to.
All right, guys. 40 seconds until the opening bell. 40 seconds.
All right.
Here we go. 40 seconds. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed.
I'm going bull on the open.
We could fill some of this gap, or we could just get a continuation of this red that we've seen so far. So, I mean, either one of any of this stuff could happen, but...
That's definitely true. I mean, we're tracing back up over the last 3 candles. I'm just hoping for a pop. Like, I kind of want to see it go back up.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to rebound back up. We got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed if your bell is late. Here we go.
Get ready. Drum
And
roll.
here's the bell right now. There's the open. All right, let's see what the NASDAQ does. We got the previous closing price right above us here. I want to say a short. But with that said, it is the open, and so nobody freaking knows which way we're going to be going here. Let's look at NVIDIA MU. NVIDIA jumping a little bit.
What's it at?
217s. Although the NASDAQ is actually a little red since the opening bell now. Yeah, join our Discord, guys. Here's our Discord link right here. Join it. MU's pushing up, so is NVIDIA right now. FLNC had a lot of people talking. It looks like it's about to get halted. Maybe not. Look at NVIDIA pop. Where's oil?
With NVIDIA popping, you think you can drag the NASDAQ or the rest of the market back up with it? Or
It could. Yeah, I mean, it could. It just depends on if it keeps on going.
yeah.
You know, it could also turn, and then NASDAQ has multiple selling, like a bunch of selling pressure, and so yeah, that could definitely happen. Dell sympathy. Yeah, Dell's been wild, man. Dell's up to 430s. Not a huge move at the open, but something.
Big green candle.
Yeah. Here's the previous close. This 390 level is what I'm looking at right now. We get over that and hold support, maybe I'll be bullish, but I'm probably going to look for like a range trade this morning, like an orb. We've got a cushion on the day, so we can take larger risk. All right, look at NVIDIA, though. NVIDIA's still popping here. Here's the previous closing price right here on the left side.
Big green candle.
Yeah. Dell's flying up too now. Dell just jumped. AI stocks are ripping. Look at Dell at 440s.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, so we're getting a little pullback in oil, but nothing crazy yet. I gotta wait 5 minutes to trade first. We also have manufacturing PMI going live at the opening bell. Just by the way, chat, we do have manufacturing PMI at 9:45. So we'll see what that does. AI stocks are starting to run. NASDAQ is now technically green on the day. At least NQ futures are. And we're really not that far away from all-time highs either, just to put this into perspective. So we're starting to fill some of this gap here. Did I draw this line right here? I don't think I did. I think we just bounced right here. Oil coming back down some.
No, it was totally you, John.
I'm pretty sure I drew it before this test of it right here, but look at that.
You just
I didn't draw it today, I don't think, is what I mean. I think this is an old level. All right, AI stocks are kind of helping this resurgence back up. MU is at 1036 right now. Look at this. MU's well over 1,000 here, so this is AI strength. I'll buy a dip. I don't really like it. No, this is toss, so it's not auto drawing the low of the session blaze. It's just toss. Alright, so we went up a little bit here. What time is it? I can't trade yet. I can trade pretty soon, but not quite yet. Let's see. Ah, dude, I wanted to buy the dip. I didn't have the size ready. Can't trade another 5 minutes. I gotta stick to my rules. I'm gonna buy this now. Add to it if it goes in my favor here. There we go. Yep. We added on the dip here. You know, I can take a risk right now with the cushion I have. It's a little riskier, but hey, we're gonna take 7 contracts here, see how this goes. If we get a pop back up. I gotta start covering. I took a risk. We might pop back up on the rest. But built up a cushion all morning. Took a risk at the open. Paid for it. We're back over the previous closing price though. We'll add it back if it goes green, but we'll cut it quickly if it doesn't. Took a little bit off here. We'll add back. We're kind of back to flat on the day now. Okay, that's better. Take a little bit more off now. We're gonna add some to this again. Yep, take a little bit more off here.
Big pop up. Something happened, or is it just the market?
No, it's just the market. I got faked out. I wish I would have held that max size on that trade here, but damn. I'm gonna cut it right here. We're right at the 200 exponential. I think we're green on the day now, but not as much as we were. We still lost money on the trade net. We took a little bit too large a size. Maybe mistimed it, but that's all right. Yeah, we're still green about 150 bucks. Not a huge green trade, but we have enough. The 200 exponentials right there. AI names getting some strength. So kind of just going back and forth here. And again, if you want to help support the channel, use coupon code BGT. You can use it on Lucid, Trade Day. You can use it on Lucid, Trade Day, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, and more. Here's a drop though here real quick. We do have what, about 10 minutes left until manufacturing PMI. So yeah, you want to help support your boy here in the channel. Check out Lucid, guys. Check out Lucid. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much, guys. Do I buy this dip again? I don't think so. 200 exponential works like freaking clockwork though, dude. Look at this. 200 EMA. That was my sell target on the long. The thing about the 200 exponential, it doesn't always cause big continuations. Like, we don't always get a big move down like this, right, on the 200 exponential on a 1 minute chart. Algorithms, I'm pretty sure, scalp it though. So like, you can kind of see we go right to it and then we pull back, you know, a few points right around there. So it's a scalping indicator. VWAP's a little bit more longer term. Here's the retest on the upside. VWAP's right here. It's right at the point of control though, at 470s.
IBM and Microsoft giving it back.
Well, MU's pulling back a little bit. NVIDIA's still testing 220s though, so this is NVIDIA related. They had a couple deals announced this morning that were good for them. So this is NVIDIA related here, it seems.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the VWAP right here. It's right at the point of control. See, I've got a cushion, but I'm working on scaling up my size. And so I really am trying to find like a really good A+ setup before I take larger size like that. So let's see. Here's the VWAP. I'm not gonna short that though. I gotta wait now. I'm gonna stick around and wait for a good setup here. Again, manufacturing PMI 945, and then we got ISM data at 10.
What do you think it'll do here between the VWAP and the 200 exponential?
I don't know. We're over the 200 EMA, so if we get like a slump, like if we go up to the VWAP and then dip all the way onto the 200 exponential and then bounce, I really like that type of short setup here for a continuation back down. And so I might look for that type of move. If we go up to the VWAP, reject, and then get under the 200 exponential and then bounce to retest it, I'll short into the retesting bounce, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's the VWAP. We just tested it. Now we're under the 200 exponential. It needs to be a large enough dip down to like 420 maybe, and then a rebound. I would actually prefer maybe a 410 pullback before a retest here. And if it doesn't give me that, I'm not going to take it. It's too strong. NVIDIA up to 220s here. 220s. You guys red or green so far? We're about 10 minutes into the day. About 10 minutes.
Let's see. I'm green.
You're green?
Yeah.
Red.
Not a lot, but I'm green.
Yeah. We didn't really drop enough for me to want to short into a retest of the 200 EMA though, so I'm waiting for it. The closer we get to manufacturing PMI, the less I like it. There's 420, so I could short a bounce now. But I think we're so close to the... It would have to be a scalp. I could do it if it happens fast enough. We get back up to 430s, I'll short. It's close enough. I'll add to this now. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Yep. I'm going to take some off there. All the rest. Man, we went from really green on the trade to break even fast, but I'll give it some time.
Good strategy there, though. Made me a little money.
Yeah, I'm going to get out right there again. I'm going to hold one more and then add to it. That's exactly what I wanted, but it happened really quick. Really quick. I'll hold the rest close to... Huh?
Gotta have fingers of lightning, you know?
Yeah. See if we get the push down now. Here we go. Need to take larger size here, though. How much time we got? We got 3 minutes. There we go. I'm gonna hold this break even now. Yeah, I'm out on the rest. We made money on it. But at this point in time, we're kind of back to where we were in profit on the day, which is not a huge amount of profit. We are up. What are we up? We're up about 200 on the day right now. Again, not a huge amount of profit. I like the strategy. Exactly what I said would happen. I wanted happened. The problem is that we're so close to the PMI release that I don't like it as much anymore. You know.
I think it's just gonna chop until the release.
Maybe it could trend. It could trend, but maybe.
Bob Elmendab. I know that dude. I think.
Yeah, maybe it was good I cut it where I did. We're back up to the 200 EMA. We could reject up here, but how much time we have? We have 2 minutes now into this report.
You should be trading minis. You're more than good enough.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Well, ISM data comes out at 10, Sid. The regular manufacturing PMI comes out at 9:45. So we got one dropping in about a minute and a half. So we'll see. I'm sure you're aware of the Middle East news. Yeah. We titled our stream that for a little while, but yeah. So basically, Iran's walking away from negotiations for now after Israel-Lebanon. All right, guys. We got less than a minute until the data releases. Less than a minute for manufacturing PMI, and then the big one's at 10. But all right, let's see what we get here. I would love to see you try to use minis. Don't listen to him, you'll lose your account. Don't worry if you do. What? I can't tell if that's a good or bad. I can't tell if that's a good or bad say. Here, we did reject here. Here we go. Here's the data print right here, guys. All right, so manufacturing PMI data just showed up. Right now, it showed up 55.1 versus 55.3 expected. So slightly under expected, but it was essentially flat here. And so now I'm not looking like I might want to short this again. Still strong though. I'm going to short into this pop. We got a cushion, so we can take a risk here. I like the trade. It looks like we're going to break down. But we built up a cushion a couple different times and then swung and then kind of gone back to break even. So I'm going to add a little bit more here. There we go. That's 8 contracts. We'll take 10. Here's one full mini contract for everybody telling me to do minis. Let's see if we get rejected back down here. Come on. Come on. Let's get this short. Let's bleed a little bit. Come on. Well, if we start to flush down, there we go. Yeah, this is my main account, but let's see if we get a liquidity grab right here, and then we'll cut it if it doesn't work. I gotta build up a cushion. Yeah, I gotta cut it. Yeah, I mean, I got stopped out. We took a swing, but that's how it goes, you know. We built up a cushion and took a swing. We're now down on the day. Yeah, I'm looking at chips. I don't know. I like to break down here. We might tap this VWAP and then come right back down, though. So. Yeah, we might tap the VWAP and then just head back down. I know, Darius. You told me, bro. I should have listened. Blow on the candlestick. No, I mean, look. We got to build up a cushion and then take swings with the cushion that we have. That's the right way. I think the news we got is bearish, but I think chips are just too strong right now. I mean, I think with Iran vowing to completely block the Strait of Hormuz, I think the bear thesis made sense. But again, microchips just a little bit too strong. A little bit too strong. All part of the circle of life. What's up, Deckers? The chat is always right. They're sometimes right for sure. Oh, we got ISM PMI data now too. I forgot. So we have ISM data. Wait until 9:50. Here's some selling. Yeah, I kind of got to go back into the trading size now, where if I do trade today, it's going to be small size. I got to go back to small size. I don't necessarily want to risk a lot. We have lots of room in this account. We're still very green in this account, but we'll have to wait for another day. Unless we build up another cushion on the day. I think we might tap the VWAP here and come back down though, but we got ISM data in 11 minutes. Let's see what that looks like. You want to make me feel better? Use my coupon code BGT on Apex, guys. Yeah, see, I might have got just faked out here. It's gonna be a red day for sure. I think it could be. But I think it really depends on which way. Obviously, the market could swing either way, you know. I think microchips are strong. We could get a story like Nvidia still pushing up, testing highs of the day. High of the day on Nvidia is 220.78. We're at 220.18s right now. All right, I'm gonna take 2 contracts here, just 2. And be kind of greedy on these. Maybe I'm hammering the short side too much, but might actually reduce my size a little bit. Break even. That way I can be a little bit looser with this. A little bit more loose. I'm always optimistic. Another fake out. Yeah, it could be. That's why I reduced the size. Yeah, and MU is ripping up. Nvidia just broke highs of the day is what this is, but it could just push us back down. We have 9 minutes until PMI data comes out. 9 minutes, so. There we go. A little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, guys, if you want to check out Apex, guys, Apex has this thing where you can buy 5 hold on real quick. Whoa, all right. What's the catalyst? What's the catalyst here? Let me see if this helps me right now. Is there a catalyst? Hold on real quick. We dropped out quickly and then we retraced all the way back up. Yeah, check out Lucid, guys. If you haven't already, check out Lucid. But Apex has their sale going on where you can buy 5 packs at a time and get like a bulk discount here. 90% off still. It's ending this week. So if you ever wanted to get cheap accounts, now's the time to do it. Here's Apex. If you use for the cheapest accounts, you can get them for $17 each. You can get 5 for $85 if you use coupon code BGT. You want end of day, you can get 5 for $175 if you use coupon code BGT. End of day drawdown trail as well. So
Can't beat it, guys.
yeah, check it out. Now's the time to do it. The sale ends up, what is it, June 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that, this week. Let me see if there's news though. You can see the link pinned at the top of the chat. Starting to really break down here. Really break down. We got ISM data at 10. See, the short thesis was right the whole freaking time too, man. I just got I missed the breakdown just a tad bit.
I don't see any news and I don't see any tweets. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean there's not any. I just don't see it.
I'm gonna add to this and then see if we can write another breakdown here. I might not get a moment. How much time do we have? We have 7 minutes before the ISM print. 7 minutes. Add to it right here. Give this a second.
I was a little quiet because I was trading, but I've been talking pretty regularly, I think. I appreciate you checking on me, though.
Preparation for ISM data. Yeah, maybe. I'll hold the rest of this break even. I'm not going to risk a lot today.
is flying up.
We could be chopping into ISM data, but there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna take half off here now. And then cover the rest break even if we push up. Yeah, I'm gonna get out right there. What do we have? We have 5 minutes. So
Yeah. Well, 6. But, I mean, who's counting, right?
yeah.
Oh wait, we are.
We're always counting, bro. Always counting, dude.
You know it.
Yeah. I should have held maybe a little bit longer.
Disappointed, John.
Yeah, remember, so ISM data, excuse me, is coming out at 10 a.m. today. 10 a.m. I don't know how much this is going to move markets. I really don't. I got too many banners here. Hold on, let me see. All right, we got the. I'll set the ISM timer even though we got like 5 minutes left. But there you go.
Someone says, no, you did good. That's just the greed talking.
I mean, I did all right. I stuck to my trade plan. I took some risk. I just got to keep doing that, and we'll be all right.
Morning vapes hits. Oh, okay.
No, he's talking about me.
I know.
Yeah, bro. I've been going to these concerts, dude, and I don't usually smoke. I really don't. But when I have a couple beers, you know, the old John remembers. You know,
There's a resurgence. Huh?
I try not to, dude. I try not to. All right, guys. So I should have held that short. All right, ISM data coming out in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Until then, what's the next show you want to see, John?
Was it a
Maybe
short
like
this
League
morning? What was that, Britt? You said show. We got to talk about ISM data. ISM data today, chat, is expected. We also have construction spending. So one of the things is ISM prices for May. 85.3 expected, higher than the 84.6 last time. If we get high prices and weak manufacturing, that's bad. You know, so ISM manufacturing expected at 53.3 versus 52.7. Yeah, I remember using vapes. You using vapes to quit. Yeah, they got rid of CBD vapes in Texas, though. You know, so you can't use CBD anymore in Texas, which is weird, you know. Freedom, guys, freedom. NASDAQ, we got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. NASDAQ still breaking down. My short thesis was right, dude. It was right the whole time. Now I got FOMO here. Yeah, Orb was a dud. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. The range is too big, it looks like. All right, guys, here, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. This could move markets. ISM prices are not small necessarily here. So ISM prices are not necessarily small. Yeah, this is just markets being weak right now. We don't really have any big news. We got Iran ends negotiations with the rest. Toss won't cancel my order. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Look at the oil, man. Yeah, oil is kind of crazy right now. Look. Look at oil right now. $94 a barrel for WTI crude. NASDAQ breaking down again. I thought we would get a delayed response to the Iran move. I felt like it would happen. But look at oil here. Here's the NASDAQ. Let's see what we get for ISM data. Yeah, I figured we could get a delayed response. Chips are starting to pull back some. They could still find strength, but MU is actually breaking down here. I really want to short, but we have 1 minute left before ISM data. So I think I have to just chill and wait now. Let's see. Here we go. 40 seconds. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed. You'll catch up to the stream. We're down. We're at 325s right now. 325s. 322s. Here we go. Here's the data release, guys, right now. Let's see what we get. And it comes out right now. Okay, guys. ISM manufacturing 54. Stronger than expected. Prices lower than expected in manufacturing. Stronger than expected here. Let's see if it can help these bulls. Do I buy this? I think I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy one contract, see if it goes in my favor, and then add to it. Price is low. PMI data stronger. Price is lower than expected. Is this American greed right here? I'm going to buy this. Again, data came in better than expected, I would say. ISM manufacturing stronger than expected at 54. ISM price is lower than expected at 82 versus 82.1 versus 85.3 expected. So better than expected in a lot of ways here. I will take a greedy buy here, but it's only one contract, and we'll just see if it holds. We are close to the lows of the day, though, so maybe the bears don't care. Yeah, so again, I'll put the data up on screen. This is the data right here, chat. But it was stronger than expected, mostly. Better pricing. 82.1 versus 85. Expected, roughly. Here you go. Prices were lower. Here's prices right here. And then I'll put up the actual PMI data on screen right now. I don't necessarily like this at all, but I'll give it a second and see if we bounce. One little baby contract that if it goes up enough, we'll add to it and raise our stop. But I gotta give it some time. I don't like that red candle though. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this right here. I don't like that red candle at all. It might bounce right there, but I don't want to risk that. Looking at an opportunity to add to my short position. I mean, it looks bearish. I don't want to counter trend trade that much, so we're going to get out break even there. We maybe could have held it. But it's too red short term with oil popping for me to really want to hold a long, very long. And it looks like that was the right move to cut it. Okay, we're about to hit lows.
Think we'll get a bounce? Or you think it'll run under it?
It's too hard to tell at lows. I know I'm not messing with it here because we're either going to break down short, but there's not enough meat on the move for my trade, or we're going to liquidity grab underneath it and then rebound back up. Or we could just bounce ahead of the time and trap all the shorts that are jumping in the greedy short right here. Let me know which one you guys think will happen right there, but that's what we're at right now. Oil might drop in a few minutes. Yeah, and that could make markets go back higher here. Nasdaq's just so close to the lows of the day. Ooh. What's the news? I mean, the main news is that markets are pricing it. Iran walked away from negotiations so far. It's one of the first things, right? So Iran walked away from negotiations. That is what originally spiked oil and made NASDAQ fall down to the lows where it's at now. We started to get a little bit of rebound. PMI data was actually pretty good, but I think the Iran news kind of overpowers it here, is what we see. Like, I think Iran news is kind of scaring people and kind of overpowering things to a certain extent. So we'll see. We'll see, but... yeah. Yeah, so here's the trap that we said could happen here, which is like, or this could be news driven. Let me make sure it's not. Let me see oil. What's oil doing? If oil's dropping right now, no, not really. So this is just chips rebounding, is what this looks like to me. I see this always happen at low of the day. It's always straight games. Well, I mean, you got to think about it like this, okay? Here's the low of the day, right? New traders will jump in low right here and get faked out, right? But experienced traders a lot of the time are entering up here, kind of like I did earlier, and then riding it down to the bottom level right here and then taking profit. What happens when everybody starts taking profit? What happens when everybody starts taking profit at these low levels? We bounce back up. Shorts cover, and we bounce back up. Did we get a donation? I think we did. Yep. Hold on, let me find my chat. There it is. Hey, thank you, NM. If oil keeps popping, Japanese carry trade narratives is going to start happening again. Yeah, Japan talked with Iran about letting ships go through the strait this morning. I appreciate the donation, though, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Always knew I liked you, NM. You know?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Great guy. Appreciate the love, though, brother. Thank you. All right. I buy top, sell bottoms. Experienced trading, not beginner trading anymore. Well, kind of.
Apparently, at least a couple people in here are having a lot of trouble with TOS.
Is TOS down? TOS seems fine to me.
That's because Carlos, I think earlier, said that his basically just like froze.
When are you gonna update the Discord? To what? Upgrade to what? I got Nitro now. TOS. Japanese rate decision this month.
Well, I'm a little ridiculous. I just noticed that Lucid has an economic calendar with all the events coming up on it. I feel silly.
The Discord? Are you talking about the site?
The site.
Yeah. Or are you talking about Tradeovate?
No, I'm talking about in Lucid. There's an economic calendar.
Oh. I'm just gonna act like I knew that. I don't know where it's at, but I'm just gonna act like I knew it. I was looking for it to be like, oh yeah, bro, the economic calendar, dude. I know this.
You go to account details, and then instead of P&L, you click events.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
I just
Yeah, I
realized
see
it.
it. Yeah, I knew that the whole time, bro. The whole time I knew
Totally,
this.
I know you did.
Yeah, bro. The whole time. Don't you know? All right.
I'm sorry. Oh man.
Yeah, we're back up here. I don't know what. We're kind of chopping since the opening bell. But again, I'm down. I was up all morning and I took a risk and now I'm down on the day. Nvidia's starting to rip close to highs of the day again, although we have been flat after the first 5 minutes of trading. Nvidia's basically sideways here, so I kind of want to short again, but it kind of feels greedy here. I'm going to short right here just because I like the volume profile area, but it's going to be one contract here, just one. And then we're going to add to it if it goes in my favor, because I'm back to trading tiny because I'm down on the day and I don't want to have big drawdowns. So I will take one contract here. If it goes against me, it's not the end of the world. If it goes in my favor, I can add to it, have a larger trade. That's the plan right now. Don't judge me for trading this small, guys. I think today's the day where I kind of need to now. Oil. I'm glad I'm took profit and ran. There we go. One little baby contract is green now. I like the area of the volume profile. This we got some time, but there we go. There we go. I can add to this now.
Do it, John. Take it to the limit.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the reasonable limit.
Yeah, I mean, we're in this. I do want to see if it flushes some more. We had a big red candle, but market could be playing games right now. It went down enough so I could add to a winning position. And now we're about flat here. Maybe down a little bit now. Looks heavy though, but there we go. We're back to the green. I'm going to take a piece off here just to protect the trade. See if we get to break down some more. Gonna hold the rest close to break even now. Our average is kind of weird on this last contract. We're going to make money on the trade, but I'm going to get out here. A lot of retracements quickly just there, so I don't like that as much. A lot of this is going to depend on if Nvidia keeps pushing up, testing that all-time, or not the high, all-time high, but the high of the day at 220.80s. I appreciate the sub. What's your name? Rylan? Hey, thank you, Rylan. I don't know if I've ever heard that name before.
Me either, but it's a cool one. Thanks for the subscribe, man.
It could be Brazilian, you know, as a jiu-jitsu guy, it could be Highland, you know, like Hinner.
Yeah, I'm also just assuming that it was a guy, so if not, sorry, but
yeah, appreciate the love though. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, bro.
yeah, regardless. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this here. Shit.
Sorry, I meant to say irregardless. You know.
Yeah. Don't you say that, Britt. That's what you say.
That thing is, it's a word.
Don't you do it, bro. Don't you do it.
I hate it.
It's now a word because people have used it so much.
It turns out, I looked it up. I thought it was something new. Turns out it's been a word since like the early 1900s.
Shh. Don't tell me that. Don't lie to me, Britt. Don't lie to me.
Lie to you once again.
Yeah. Beginner's luck? I don't think so. I mean, really what I was looking for here, Max, is this area of the volume profile right here. I didn't quite manage it the right way, but we got it. It was good enough.
Hey, everybody listen to MGS. Pump up the likes.
Do I want to trade jiu-jitsu today, guys? Chat, what do you guys think? Should I trade jiu-jitsu?
I don't know, John. I think you should give everybody the gym a break. You're too good. You know?
I feel like I am, bro. I feel like I am, dude. You know?
All kidding
All right,
aside, I did see John rolling with somebody, and he just completely dominated him.
Yeah, but watching that video, bro, I need a single leg. All right. Like, I need a single leg. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I like front headlock a lot, but I need a single leg.
I'll send you a video I saw later. It's pertaining to that.
Bruce. My God.
Yes, get going, John. Stuff trying to tell you to leave?
Like I said, I don't trust stuff, dude. You take off trading. All right.
No, he takes off trading because if he didn't, he would suck the market dry and there'd be nothing left for the rest of you guys.
I got a video of me trading. I still got to do that video of me getting beat up by my coach because I said if I lost the trade, I'd have to challenge the black belt at my gym.
He beat you up bad, John?
Oh, dude, I got like the cameras come out, bro. Listen, if you ever try to film a roll with a black belt coach, bro, just know they're gonna turn up on you, dude. It wasn't even me filming; it was my friend filming, you know. But like, and that's fine. That's fine. I accept it.
Well, it'd been really hard for you to film while you were rolling. A unique camera angle, though.
That would have been a great camera angle. Market's not liking any report here. I mean, we did bounce on the PMI data from where it showed up as, though. PMI data came out right here, and now we're up. I still think the Iran news is worse, though. Nvidia just broke highs of the day, got up to almost 221. Front headlock, snap down, and move to the back every time. Bruce, it's funny you say that. That's exactly how I like. Ask Britt, watch the video. Look, I could maybe show you guys some of the video. You can't really see anybody's face. Actually, you can. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. But that's exactly I love front headlock, bro. That's like my favorite position.
Yeah, matter of fact, at his gym, they call that move the John, you know?
Yeah. The Jonatine. Yeah. All right, we're starting to break down here back towards the low. I still think the Iran news is worse enough to drag us down here, though. I still think the Iran news is worse enough. I really want to short this right here. But we bounced so fast. Look at this bounce. This range sucks, guys. Okay, this is some news that just came out here, guys. Or something.
China's Navy.
Here, hold on. Let's leave for news. Is oil falling? Yeah, oil's dumping. NASDAQ is going up. China's Navy stands against any infractions. No, I don't think that's it. This news
Maybe
just
that's all I
happened.
see.
That news came out 2-3 minutes ago. China and U.S. military officials have met in Hawaii under the Military Maritime Consultative Agreement.
I know, but it's all I see. And I don't
Yeah,
see
it could be it. It could be it. Could be a tweet.
or a truth or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, this could be it, I guess. But that came out like 3 minutes ago. So either the market's responding to it late or there's something else going on.
Yeah. I mean, how often do markets actually respond late to news?
I mean, often, you know, but... But I guess, again, China and U.S. military is reportedly set to hold a maritime security consultation working group meeting. The bots are late. They need to update their scrapers. Nvidia is still testing all-time high, or not all-time highs of the day though. So I don't see any Truth Social posts. No buy, sell. I don't neither. I don't know. This one's kind of ambiguous right now.
Could just be the EMA or whatever that is acting as a magnet.
Yeah, well, we're just kind of choppy right now. For a few basis points, he goes, there's some news. I'm not saying it's a big move. What I'm saying, though, is that if we're down like this, right, and then all of a sudden we just get a huge rip up, and what I look at is specifically oil, the counter trend in oil. So if oil starts moving down and the NASDAQ starts moving up in kind of whippy, fast candles, usually it's news driven. And this actually probably was. It could be China's Navy stands against any infractions, provocations, and close quarter surveillance. Both sides had open, productive discussions about air and maritime safety, talking about U.S. and China. I guess I'm going to short into this, guys, with one contract here, but yeah, I'm not saying it's big news. I'm talking about what moves the markets in these little bitty areas. Yeah, it's a news-driven market right now. That's how it's been for a while. It looks like it wants to break down, but if we squeeze up, it's going to be quick. All right, I got out half. Just it's taking too long. Yeah. Ugh, just in time. Yeah. See, I can tell if it moves up, it's going to be quick. It's just garbage trading, guys. Garbage trading. Nothing really easy. We've been choppy for how many minutes now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes of chop. What's up? What's up, Code? Yeah, it could coil. I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I have the patience to wait for it, though. We could move quickly, too, if we get up here. Please no tweet. Yeah, I don't see any tweet or anything like that.
Me either.
Yeah, I've been bearish just because of that Iran news. Doesn't seem very good at all. And I think markets might delay response to it, or delay react to it, but hard to figure out where we're going, what we're doing. Yeah, so look here, we're up into that quick moving area. Here's the 200 EMA though.
Or NASDAQ close. Which range, please? I'm assuming you mean watch.
Yeah, so I did get this news that just dropped that UK MTO says it received a report of an incident 40 southeast of UNM. It says cargo vessel was transiting in the Arabian Gulf when a large hit following a hit from an unknown projectile on the starboard side. Here's the 200 EMA, so short-term algorithms might pick up 420. We tapped it once already.
How you doing, John? You making any money?
No. No, I'm not.
That's terrible.
I know, bro. I mean, honestly, this really is difficult to make money in futures right now. I mean, there's no real range. I mean, there's no real easy trend to take advantage of. Like, the time frames are contradicting themselves. Like, if we look at a 5-minute chart, yeah, see, look at all that movement on the volume profile. I told you guys we can move quick if we got in here. Remember, I drew a rectangle. It's the lower volume node right here, or the lower volume area, I mean. 200 EMA is right here too, so it's battling that now. Nvidia just broke highs again though too, so. Also, check out Lucid, guys. I like Lucid because end of day drawdown is in funded and evals, meaning you could build up a cushion, right? Like, look, let me show you guys. You can build up a cushion, and so let's say your drawdown's $2,000. If you make $500 in profit, your drawdown stays at $48,000 if it's a 50K, right? So your drawdown's $2,000. If you make $500 in profit intraday, your drawdown stays at $48,000, meaning you now have $2,500. You make $1,000, you now have $3,000 for the day. It resets every day, but it's better than it trailing you higher here. So if you have a intraday drawdown, which again, Lucid has end of day, not intraday, but if you have an intraday drawdown, it follows you up. You make $500 in drawdown or $500 in profit, your drawdown's still $2,000, if that makes sense as an example. And so I love Lucid in that regard because funded and eval end of day drawdowns. And that's very useful because what it does is it allows you to build up profit on the day and take larger risks intraday. Or, you know, and so if you want to check out
between you and your drawdown.
Right, exactly. You can build up more profit on the day. It's safer too, without like the drawdown doesn't basically follow you up.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, here's the Lucid link if you want to check it out. Great way to help support the channel. They are an affiliate of mine. I am biased, but what's up, Karen? Yeah, Nvidia's still pushing.
Thanks for the love, Karen.
Is the music loud today? Yeah, here's 200 EMA. I'm telling you, man, I need to just wait and scalp that and only that.
I don't think the music's loud.
Thank you for my reply. Head and shoulders pattern all day? Yeah, probably. Because it's good? Nope. No sounds good to me. I mean, what will the edge be on prop firms once the PDT rolls off? I still think people are going to use them. We get single stock futures sometime this summer. At least the CMEs have been telling us that. And so that'll enable us to be able to trade NVIDIA and Apple futures as well. But, you know, to get around the PDT rule, you're going to need $2,000. I still think there's a lot of people that are still going to be using prop firms even with the PDT rule. When you put up data on the screen, I mean, it's stronger than expected, so it's bullish, but it's not a bad idea. Oil still at 94s. So oil's still moving up some. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get out of here, guys. Again, you want to check out Apex? Apex now has the 5 bundle giveaway. No, not giveaway, I'm sorry. Apex now has the 5 bundles, so you can get end of day option. They also have a no activation fee option as well. So if you want to get in with no activation fee, end of day trail, you can get a 5-pack bundle now. Yeah, you can get the cheapest one right here is $85 for 5. It's $17 each. I think the sale ends sometime soon. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Use coupon code BGT at all of them. I appreciate the love. Thanks for the support, guys. Genuinely appreciate it. I know we got a lot of lurkers in here. The lurkers showed up earlier. I appreciate you guys. The lurkers, shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yep, thanks you guys. And you know what? John may be leaving, but I am too. So
Britt's leaving as well. But yeah, love to everybody here. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much, guys.
Later, everybody. Have a good day. Be safe.
Hey, later, chat. Have a good one, guys.